Yep. Nope.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show before the show. And testing. That's what we're doing. This is testing. Nope, we look good, but they don't hear us.
Now we got it. Now we got sound. I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, Karen says we have sound now. I did. We have Friday Goblins. I watched you do it.
I'm just concerned because that's been happening this week. Did it do it yesterday?
No, not at all. It did not happen yesterday.
That's why we need to be on at 7:50 just to make sure we got everything. 7:50 pre-show. People can see us. We can look at them, make sure everything's good. Happy Friday. Show before the show. Free for all. Kind of crazy, wild Friday today.
It's gonna be good.
If anything else is going on, let us know. We'll get into that. Lizzie, just for you, because I wanted to help. I don't know if Trisha saw it or not.
Trisha's on. I saw Trisha's on. You're doing this.
You're going to, yeah,
Trisha.
you'll hear about the Chick-fil-A.
Yes, just for Trisha.
I don't care what you eat. I don't care what you drink. As in Joe's case, I don't care what he smokes. I
You
don't
just
care.
want to ruin my chicken.
But I'm going to be honest and it's not some liberal conspiracy there. Besides, if I hate to break it to you, Lizzie, but Chick-fil-A went woke a long time ago.
Oh, that's because the Suns.
Well, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. They're a woke company.
Yeah,
They're not what they were.
That's sad.
It's time for you to move on into something else. You just can't go to Popeyes because they're as bad as Chick-fil-A when it comes to their ingredients.
I still like my
How about
Chick-fil-A.
Crooked Feathers, baby?
Yeah, we're going to go to Crooked Feathers from now on. It's all Crooked Feathers. They're not woke at all.
See, Joe's got a good mind for this. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. If something tastes so remarkable, it probably is for a reason because there's man-made chemicals to bring you in and continue to eat it and drink it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's all right. Man has taken all the fun out of the life that we were given.
For sure.
It's the man.
Yep, it is the man.
By the way, if Chick-fil-A wants to bring us some
I would eat Chick-fil-A.
nuggets in.
Bring me some nuggets. Anybody out there with any little chicken tender nuggets from Chick-fil-A? I'll eat them.
You're like, you guys like, subscribe, share the show. Love it when you do. Keep us posted on stories that are going on, your happenings, your life. We bring you into the live cast, the podcast. We appreciate it when you jump in and come into the show. Plans for the weekend. Hot spots.
Greg says Wendy's is healthy.
Did you close your pool yet?
Yeah, just I guess it was been about a week and a half ago or so.
Okay.
You have to do it before the leaves all fall in the pool.
Because you have trees around your pool, right?
Mainly more of our neighbors have it. They've got really pretty trees.
Your neighbors' trees, leaves go into your pool?
Yep, they do.
Are these the same neighbors that call you on your German Shepherd?
Yes, it is.
Stop. No. They're just the gift that keeps on giving.
They are. I'm so blessed by them. I'm blessed every day.
God help us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're one of those people that I'm like, I got to move. They annoy me. But then I'm also like, no, I need to just stay here.
Do they listen to the show?
Oh, I'm sure they're not. I
should tell them.
I should tell them.
Tell them to come on in. We'll listen.
Yeah, they can have a different point of view because it is different point of view than ours.
Oh, it is? You know them already that well?
Well, we've lived there 11 years, and they were even there before us. So
that sounds good. Okay, let's see. Everybody's getting into the show right now. Can't we all just get along?
yeah, wouldn't that be nice? That would be so nice if we could all just get along. But that is not reality, unfortunately.
It's not. What's the date today? 2nd, 3rd, November 2nd or 3rd?
3rd. I think it's the 3rd today.
November 3rd. All right. Let's go ahead and start this big bad show. Did you take your gummy yet?
No, I didn't take my gummy. No
All right.
gummies.
Next Friday.
Yeah, no gummies.
We're going to get you a special. It's going to be the Lizzie strain.
The Lizzie gummy.
Yeah, baby. All right. Okay, Joe. Yeah, fun and games are over. Time to get real serious now.
Fun and games. Fun and games.
With a comedian. And welcome into the show, everybody. CancelThisCancelTheShow.com. I'm Vic Faust with Lizzie Sparks. Projo in the house. It is Friday, November 3rd. Thanks for jumping in with us. As always, the live cast. We welcome you into the podcast. The live part of it is what separates it. We love it, of course, but 98% of the people who watch and listen catch us after we're already off live, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. Central. But you can catch us all the time on our website, CancelThisShow.com. You can find us on your favorite platforms, whatever they may be. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Cloud Hub. Where else are we? We anywhere else?
Oh, we are. If you go on canceltheshow.com, you'll see we have a lot more than that. We have a lot of audio.
Yeah.
Spotify, iHeart, all that. Yep.
Yeehaw.
Just about almost every platform.
Why is David Sparks saying liberals already? Oh, neighbors.
He was talking about the neighbors.
That's right. I didn't know there were any liberals in St. Charles County.
Yeah,
guess there are.
Yep, they're coming out in droves.
Yippee-ki-yay, mofo. Anyway, it's Friday. We're glad you guys are here. We're ready to rock and roll. It's a Friday to finish off the week. Infotain, you guys help us. We help you. It's a big party. It's a big show. We're grateful that you guys jump in with us. By the way, you can check out our merchandise as well. Derek, who came in yesterday and fills in when I can't be here, who's awesome. You guys had a lot of fun yesterday. He does a really, really, really solid job when it comes to our merchandise site, canceltheshow.com. You can click on the merchandise. You can check out, we got so many products on there, hats, shirts, gag gifts, coffee, cups, you name it. We've got it. Let us know. You get some cool merchandise. You also help the show as well. We appreciate it when you do that. You can also donate to the show. We appreciate that as well. There's a donate button. We'll put that to good use in regards to making sure that we can keep everything going here at canceltheshow.com. If you know of a business partner or somebody who wants to advertise with us, of course, we're giving people a shot to come on in, show us your business, your product, see what it works for you. See if you want to go ahead and advertise with us. We had a gentleman took advantage of that this last week. Crooked Feathers and the new Two Brothers Pizza Company. Tanner Dallas came in with some good pizza. So we appreciate that. Just let us know. Vic at canceltheshow.com. Crystal with a K at canceltheshow.com. And Lizzie at canceltheshow.com. It is a Friday. We're grateful everybody's jumping in. Eric Johnson should be coming in. Oh, we've got Eric.
Eric Johnson in the house.
We'll get Eric coming in here, and then we'll bring in Anthony Rogers. He's going to join us today. People may know Anthony. He's a comedian, talk show host. I was asking, he ran for office, and we'll talk to him about this in a second, against Cori Bush.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
So he gets points for that.
Absolutely.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get into all of that coming up. A special thanks to Complete Auto Body Repair for being a sponsor of the show. 7 locations throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. They take care of your vehicle, everything from A to Z. By the way, if you're looking for a job, still tons of positions because they own so many companies. If you're a technician, a mechanic, you're not going to find a better place. Plus, you got heat and cooling all throughout the seasons there. Also, Experience Realty Partners, Kathy Hobig Strick, Steve Strick. We all know the craziness that's going on in realty right now. You don't want to do it alone. You call 314-276-SOLD, 314-276-SOLD. Kathy and her team will take care of you. They'll advise you on everything that's going on. Plus, Route 66 and Ostara, when it comes to everything cannabis, they're taking care of your goods. I can't, what do you say? Like how many different products? Hundreds of products in their store and across
over 200, actually.
all across stores, all across the country as well. So, or excuse me, all across the state. So we're thankful for them jumping in and being a part of our show today. Okay. We got to get into some things today, and we'll get into it all. We'll bring in Anthony in a second here, but we've got to do this Chick-fil-A thing.
I know you've got that in your cross. And
yeah. Well, because you said that it was a liberal, you said that you told Trish that it was a liberal thing
not that you said
that I found a liberal study on it.
Well, not just you, but the liberals are really out there to ruin Chick-fil-A.
Target CEO saying that, well, we experienced a lack of sales, and we started selling the transgender bathing suits, which we didn't, but that's what people said because of mean people who came to the store. So we had to move it to the back. Yeah. Okay. We'll get into that. Biden sound from 2007 regarding Afghanistan. That'll blow your mind. How dare the Speaker of the House live paycheck to paycheck?
How dare him?
How dare he not be bought and paid for?
Right. How dare
by the PACs, by the lobbyists, by the special interest groups. Literally, there's a report about that. Thank God some Republicans are coming to his side from that standpoint. Finally, a politician many people can relate to. Gen Z choosing cannabis over alcohol.
That doesn't.
How about that?
Me. Yeah.
So, hey, we got a special guest for our first hour today. We're going to bring in, and people know him. I know a lot of people know him. They may from his show, but we're going to bring in Anthony Rogers from the Anthony Rogers Show in the St. Louis metropolitan area. Anthony, right off the gate, how long would it take me to grow a beard that big?
You probably couldn't do it, but it took me about 9 years.
Hey, what I can do? Dude, after 3 days, I get a little shave. I get a little Eric scruff going on. Eric Johnson's getting set up right now. 9 years. Do you trim that thing at all?
Oh, I haven't cut my hair or shaved it in a long time, man.
How long does it take to wash?
I don't know, man. I haven't timed it yet.
You'd be in the bathroom all day with that stuff. We welcome in Eric Johnson as well. Eric, good morning. It's good to see you. We didn't get to see you last week.
It's like Zach Wilde, man.
Yeah, don't you love it?
That's good stuff. Seriously.
So we've got the full crew today. We've got Eric Johnson in.
I haven't seen Eric Johnson in probably like 10 years. That's crazy, man. Good to see. Good to see you on the Viper. I remember that. Like,
what's up, man? You're looking good.
You too, man. All of you, really. But I mean, that's crazy. Like, I haven't seen you in like 10 years. Anyway, yeah, no. That just threw me off. Sorry. I didn't see like
well, and that's what happened when Eric walks in the room. It throws everybody off with his dazzling looks and his personality.
I think that's what it was.
Everybody off.
I think that's exactly what it was. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Well, it is. Well, it is No Shave November, so
that's right.
Maybe we could try to pop a beard for November. Some people work with beards and others don't. I could see it. I couldn't do it.
I'm Swedish. I can barely get anything out of my face. Are you kidding me? It doesn't work.
Hey, Anthony, we're appreciative of you jumping in on this Free for All Friday. We get a little crazy, a little wild. We bring you in. For people who know you, clearly they know you, and we know you. You do a very popular weekly podcast. But let the viewers and listeners know what you're up to and what you focus on with your show.
I try not to focus on anything. I think that's like the key of entertainment. It's like I could just do the least amount of work possible and make the most amount of money. I think.
Yes.
That's good.
You know?
That's good.
That is such a great business plan.
I love that plan. That's the best plan ever.
It's like.
Does it
it's
work?
Like once a week I have to turn on my cell phone and talk to rock stars and porn stars. It's a really tough job.
Yeah.
Someone had to do it. Someone had to jump on the grenade for this, you know, and really do nothing with their life and get rewarded for it.
Okay, stop it. Okay, stop it. The key to happiness here, is that what you say that you've got right now?
Well, yeah, I've been happy for years, man. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's I guess I don't really.
Well, tell us about yourself. I knew your name. Because I thought you'd been around in broadcasting already as well.
Oh no, I couldn't do radio. Oh, you guys wake up too early consistently, man. That's crazy. I respect that. I don't know how
Well,
you guys
wait a
are,
minute,
like,
you did
guys
a-
are so lively right
You
now.
did a little show over here on what was it, 93?
I thought, and I found that out. Yeah, he was.
Didn't
on,
you do
he was
that?
on
I don't-
93 for about.
I lasted 2 weeks, bro. I lasted 2 weeks. There's no money, and you have to wake up at like 5 in the morning. I'm like you. Like, all the payola laws you guys are FM has to follow. Like, I mean, I have like. I have like thousands of dollars of bongs and like edibles sent to me like weekly and
Yes.
I couldn't accept any of that. You know, I mean, I'm
Yes.
wearing like a hat they sent me, like one of the edible companies. I have so much free stuff coming in, and that I couldn't do. I'd take a loss of radio. I feel like.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
for sure.
It didn't used to be that
and I have
way.
to work 5
Right.
days a week.
It didn't used to be that
No,
way.
it used to be cool.
I mean,
No, it used to be really
back in the
cool.
day when you would go on tour and you see all the record labels send out you TVs and
Yeah.
houses and cars.
Yeah.
Just play our dumb album.
Right. That's what.
That was
So
the
when
good
is
days.
hey Anthony? When is your show? And it's called the Anthony Rogers Show, right?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, it's called the Anthony Rogers Show. Yeah, my mom named it.
Your
So,
mom named it.
Yeah.
Did you get the URL? That's the important thing.
Right.
Did you get the website?
I think so.
So you-
man. I think I got a
So
couple
your
of them.
show's just
That's
about
amazing.
anything and everything. You talk to rock stars. You said you talk to porn stars, and
I'm a porn star co-host, yeah. And then we had like ICP talk to or Violent J from ICP talk to like a theoretical physicist. That was one of the cooler episodes. I don't know. We just do random stuff and like kind of figure out like I don't know.
did you have
So,
Roger
yeah.
Stone on?
Yeah, Roger Stone was on. Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was I bet that was good.
What'd you get out of that?
Well, he turned down Pierce Morgan for a cell phone podcast. Like, you know, it was great. But no, he endorsed me for Congress and stuff. Like, Roger Stone's a pretty good guy. I know him, and like my buddy works with him and stuff. So I mean, he definitely was nice enough to do my stupid show.
Yeah, he's
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love Roger Stone.
But here's the deal.
yeah, no, he's,
The medium that we're on right now, this podcasting is where these guys come to hang out. Every time Elon Musk wants to say something, he goes on Joe Rogan.
It's the future. Well, the future's
know,
now.
it is.
You think the future's
No,
now,
I
Anthony?
agree. I think Eric. I think you guys both nailed it. I think podcasting. It's like the new generation wants to define the old. Be like their own separate thing. So it's like it's basically radio, but on the internet, and like that's the way cable's going probably too. You know, like I think with all the apps and stuff, I think there's too many apps. It's gonna go back to like a cable thing, but like a cable interface, but like on the internet, so everybody thinks it's new. You know, I was just reinventing the same things. Like people love the same things throughout time, and radio was huge. And I think podcasting is like a multi-medium version of that.
Yeah, he's right. Bill Maher is a good example of that. I think his stuffy ass HBO thing kind
Mhm.
of sucks,
Yeah.
but the things he's doing now
Yeah.
with his own show is kind
That's
of
where
cool.
that's
you
where it
know?
is. The other side is just kind of it's almost like it's a hangover from what once was really cool. It's just like, yeah, we're still there, but we're transitioning out of that into my own show.
Yeah.
The Bill Maher side. Hey, Anthony, what in the hell made you want to get into politics? Because I got to let everybody know, we give you kudos. You ran against Cory Bush as a Republican at one point in your life. Remind people when that was and what made you want to do that.
It was 2020, and like I was in St. Louis City, and like they're just locking everything down. I'm like, I better get that law pen, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna need that law writing pen, bro. You know, that's what I felt like. And then like they all voted for an illiterate moron, you know, instead of me.
Yeah.
You know? So it was really weird.
Yeah.
It's like all you have to do is write laws that you can't even read. It's crazy, you know. It's like that should be a disqualification, you know, like an IQ based disqualification. But I'm, you know, I feel like, you know, but yeah, and I tried to stop it. I tried to help them, you know. I tried to help.
Did you get any votes?
60,000 votes with no budget, you know.
That's pretty
Wow.
damn. That's pretty damn
That's
good,
good.
man.
Well, I mean, she had 200,000, so don't.
Well,
you
no,
know,
no,
don't-
no, no, no. Still 60,000 in
Yeah.
St. Louis is unbelievable. So Cory Bush is an example of an airline pilot with no license trying to fly a plane. It's exactly what I think of her, man. I do think you need to have some kind of an aptitude test. You have to maybe take a test on, do you know anything about government? Do you know anything about how to prepare a tax law? And if you fail, you're not eligible to run. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Hell yeah, it does.
I think that we need to go to a system where we all have to take a test to make sure that we're capable to do the job.
Yes.
Dog catcher,
No, I agree.
filling potholes. Make sure you know how to fill the damn pothole so it doesn't come and destroy it, your car.
Yeah.
But no, Cory Bush is a great example of that. You know, it's like she won on an ideology. I think you could have beat her. 60,000 votes is not bad.
Not at all.
At
No,
all.
Not for no
correct.
budget.
I'm
Wesley
correct.
Bell should knock her out of the park.
I would think so.
He
I
might.
would think so. He has
I
to.
thought about going out of the primary, because like you can legally change party after you win. So I was looking at like going after in the primary, taking her out, and then like winning the general election and be like, oh, I'm a Republican actually, and like
That's awesome.
and, like, just,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love
I didn't do that, but like, times were way crazier then. I mean, I was looking at like Nazi Germany. I thought they were going to Anne Frank me or something. So I was just like, I was just like, this is just shutting down. I'm like, I'm not about this at all. I was just like, and like I'm from O'Fallon, man. So like it looked like a horror film in St. Louis shutting down. It just looked like I was like, what?
Those were
O'Fallon didn't
bad
change.
times, man.
Yeah,
Like,
They were really
O'Fallon-
bad times.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
Oh, they're nuts, man. That was nuts.
Hey,
man.
we're talking with Anthony Rogers, local podcast, actually national podcast, but he's a local guy to the St. Louis area. Anthony Rogers Show. Check it out. Wait a minute. When can people watch your show? Because you go live once a week.
Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m.
Okay, good.
Central
We'll have to
time,
check that out this week. Do you like Chick-fil-A by chance?
I think like chicken wise, yeah, I think they're probably the best quality.
They
fast food
sure
chicken
do,
on
don't they, Anthony?
Yeah, it tastes good. There's a reason.
I see you guys getting bit. Well, what was it? Did I fall into a trap here with
You
this? I don't know.
did. You did. You
No. It's just here.
They both look
I
pissed.
want no. Here's the deal. I wanted to show this because people. I started to get some serious blowback because I said, "Be careful eating the Chick-fil-A." Yeah, I know it tastes good, but there's a reason why it tastes good. And here's the study because somebody posted on one of our. I don't know. We get lots of people comment. We're great, man. I just want to know why Vic said that. Be careful eating Chick-fil-A because we all love it. And here's the health
Yeah.
story on it right now,
Here we
Joe.
go.
It was Trisha.
After I learned that the Chick-fil-A sandwich had 55 ingredients, I never wanted to eat one again.
The chicken on the Chick-fil-A sandwich is loaded with MSG,
Yeah.
or monosodium glutamate, a flavor enhancer that excites the brain and causes you to keep coming back for more. It's also been linked to headaches, nausea, and even heart palpitations.
Oh
But
my
that's
God.
not it. This sandwich is full of highly processed oils like soybean oil and fully refined peanut oil. Both of these oils go through a multi-step refining process where the oil is heated to extremely high temperatures, allowing toxic free radicals to form, which are in turn toxic to our cells and can contribute to all different types of disease.
Now, before I get to what I would recommend at Chick-fil-A, we have to talk about the added sugar.
Not only does just about every item on the menu contain added sugar, but the sauces are loaded with it, and it adds up very quick.
If I absolutely had to get something at Chick-fil-A, I would go for either the Kale Crunch Salad, a fruit cup, but I would 100% avoid all of the chicken here. Even the grilled nuggets contain 40 ingredients, including sugar, soybean oil, and yeast extract, another name for MSG.
That's so disappointing.
What a way to destroy a Friday.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
Debbie Downer.
Okay, I suck, but I'm just telling you, I want to give you, you guys are the people that said, what's Vic talking about? That's all. Hey, guess what? I think I've had Chick-fil-A twice since then. And
No,
I
that's
was,
fair.
I was just like, okay,
It's
here
totally
I go.
fair.
I'm going in.
And every
Yeah.
time I go, I get the grilled nuggets because I think it's the lesser of all the evils. And
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
Right. It's
I
so
thought that
good.
too. That's crazy. No, I try to eat like farm food, like from like the farmers market and stuff. But I thought that was like decent fast food. Like I really thought that was until a guy on YouTube just told me.
Still a guy on YouTube just told you. And I'm
Yeah.
sure he was absolutely right.
But if you
There's-
look it up,
He could be. I don't know.
there's so, I mean,
was-
but there's so many studies on it.
I know.
But guess what?
Oh, I believe
Popeyes,
it. I know it sounds real.
Popeyes is no better. They have like 40 man-made chemicals.
Nothing is. If
That's
it's
what
if it's
Yeah,
if it's a recognizable logo, don't stop. If you value your health, McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, whatever it is, they all put stuff in their food to make you want it again the next day.
Well,
It sucks. Because the stuff that really is healthy for you, you do not want to eat the next day. It tastes like garbage.
Yes, it does. Like, and he said,
like
oh,
asparagus.
Yes.
or kale. He said, let's all have the kale
I
salad.
know.
You remember
I got a Chick-fil-A for kale.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
You remember the
Great
water
market.
flavoring I was talking about yesterday?
Yes.
I looked up that ingredient and it says that it could alter your DNA or it could damage your DNA.
Yeah, you won't be able to have any more kids.
I don't know what that. I don't know exactly.
Brought
what that
to you by
means.
George Soros.
What it damages your DNA? How is that?
Well,
And why are they putting it in water flavoring?
Yeah.
you
Good.
know what,
That
Vic?
seems like a
When you're
plan.
past childbearing age, when you're going to make babies, you're fine. Knock
Yeah.
yourself out.
That's right.
Hey, Linda says, guys, okay, Linda, I have to get this. That Linda says Chick-fil-A donates to our food pantry. So there's a positive. Thank you for
There
saying
you
that,
go.
Linda.
That's
I'm just
They try to
telling.
kill the poor also.
Yeah,
They're like they want to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity
These
murder.
strung out homeless people.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
get their
right.
fix.
Like, yeah, here's
Get rid of the homeless people. Get
Yes.
Chick-fil-A.
What's wrong with you? I'm having Chick-fil-A withdrawals.
no,
So bad. It's so bad, man.
Every Sunday. we get
God,
Chick-fil-A
yeah.
draws.
Yeah.
Oh,
So anyway, I mean, it's fine. Eat your Chick-fil-A. Just be careful. Do it in moderation. All I was saying is why people got on it. They wanted to know more.
Yeah.
they did.
It wasn't some liberal study. It wasn't me just being angry and getting paid by somebody else. But if Chick-fil-A gave me a call today and said, we would like to advertise, you better believe Vic would be saying, Chick-fil-A, baby.
But exactly, who
Chick-fil-A.
cares? You're living in that world.
I started thinking maybe
I'm sorry.
our bodies have gotten used to all the crap and maybe we're able to process it all.
It really hasn't been a hard decision to not eat fast food. It really hasn't.
Yeah,
It's the-
Anthony, Joe's lost like 200 pounds.
What?
wow.
Are you
that's
serious?
That's what fast food does.
175.
Oh,
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Nice job.
That's crazy.
Dude,
That's crazy. That's like a person.
hey,
You like lost a person.
you know what you can do? It's an interesting study here. You know where you do get clear, clean product? From Route 66, because they make their own cannabis. They do it and have hundreds of products all over the state. Did you see this study? Gen Zers and Gen Xers, Gen Zers are now choosing cannabis over alcohol by a large amount.
Good for them.
A large amount.
Is
So
it 'cause it's legal?
It is better.
it's all about well, first of all, it can be legal, but I mean, I guess if you're over 21, you can go in and buy, is that right?
Yeah.
It's just like alcohol, 21 and up.
Yeah. So anyway, it's over like 65 to 70%
Mhm.
are choosing now. They're not wanting to drink alcohol.
Because of
I bet
cannabis.
it's always been that way, but now it's legal. I bet now it's legal, so people admit it. I bet the smart people admit it now. You know, like the smart people always hit it that they smoked weed,
Yeah.
and now everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I smoke weed because it's legal."
Is that how you
know what I mean?
do you think that is the case too?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it with cops. They used to pull people over to get it so they could have it.
Oh my god. Save that.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Police wouldn't do that.
Oh no.
Go to the evidence room. We got to sample the good.
This episode brought to you by the St. Charles Police Department. Did you know that
I've had mine taken so many times.
So you know we always talk about this on the show, what's next, right?
Yes. What's next?
Here's the one that I've been hearing about, and I don't know even how prevalent it is or how easy it is to get, but DMT. Have you guys heard of DMT?
Yeah, a little bit. I know Joe knows about this a lot.
Really?
I've studied it. I've never done it.
You have not, but you can put it into one of those little vape pens, and that's how you
Yep,
do it, right?
yep.
So I guess
I see people do it.
is it a psychedelic? Is that what it is?
DMT is actually the chemical that your brain releases when you're actually passing away.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
It's
my
the same.
God.
It's
Are
the
you
same.
kidding me?
Yeah. It's
Say that again.
So you're getting the experience, the afterlife experience, I guess you could say. I don't know exactly.
Have you
but that's my
would you
understanding.
try that? Apparently it's super
I
safe.
absolutely would, as long as it didn't cause any heart damage or anything like that, which they're saying that it doesn't. It only lasts like 15 minutes, and you get a very profound effect.
So you feel like you're dead.
I
You don't feel like you're dead. You actually feel like you've
You're
Crossed
alive.
you've
over.
left
You
this
feel
realm,
like you're
and
alive.
You're in a different realm, and there's other beings in this realm.
Is that the
Oh,
Aaron?
shit.
Is that
Here
the
we
Aaron
go.
Rodgers
Oh,
drug?
shit. No,
I
no,
I
that
don't
was
What is that? Ayahuasca.
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 Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
know. It kind of. But
Anthony, you do any of that stuff?
Oh no, I don't. I would. I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't do anything else really.
Hmm.
I think it's for losers really. I think like real life's awesome, and like I don't know, I chase stuff.
you
there,
really
know?
wouldn't want to do anything like that unless you have like PTSD or some
Really?
because it's more to help people out who have like some serious damage going on.
Okay.
That makes sense. No, I get it.
Yeah, makes
Never
sense.
mind.
Here are some of the facts about that study. It was the report. This was done by Berenberg Research, and they talked to a ton of people. You're talking, let's see, 25,000 people that they talked to. Let's see, 18 to 24-year-olds. 69% of those interviewed say that they prefer, in the age group of 18 to 24, cannabis over alcohol. And they're drinking 20% less alcohol than millennials.
Yeah.
Millennials are still, it's like the generation, it was Gen Z, all of a sudden, boom, we want marijuana.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Mhm.
Because it's in your face. You go down the highway, CBD. You go. Then there's the there's the legal dispensaries that are on billboards all over the place. You see it all over Facebook now. I'm telling you,
Well,
you
used
can.
to see that with beer ads too.
You sure did.
And
Head for the
commercials.
mountains, Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
you
when they
sure did.
Back when Bud Light
Yeah.
did commercials.
Exactly right.
Right.
Exactly right. And I don't know. I mean, is it time to
It's a
just
safe-
legalize it? I mean, seriously.
It's just a safer option, period.
The Gen Z kids said that they do it because they don't like the feel of a hangover.
There you go.
Well, that's a good point.
That was one of the main reasons why. And they fear being judged by their parents. Parents would judge them more for drinking alcohol than getting high.
Man, I can't
Isn't that
stand the
weird?
feeling of being high. I can't stand the feeling of being high. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't get comfortable with it, but I do see that it's time.
Right.
It's time to just legalize it. I have had enough because I think we could get past a lot of problems. Now, what that legalization means to me, it's your life. Live it how you want to live it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say it's better than alcohol. It doesn't cause the damage that alcohol causes.
Can you
I'm cool with that.
Can you imagine the commercials if we get any for
Well, you
weed-
can't
for
have
weed? People like using a bong.
You can't have a
sitting
commercial.
around.
Yeah, it's not a very attractive thing to consume at all, unless you're doing it like in a joint form.
Well, you can't advertise vodka. You can't, right? I don't think it's
Lizzie, what's
legal.
your vice?
What's my vice?
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, baby.
You
What
don't want to
is-
live in. You don't want to live in a society that
Liz-
has.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I know what her
Lizzie's
vice is.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I do like me some Jesus.
Yes. No, you also like those upside down pineapples out there in St. Charles County.
I
I think
do.
Oh,
that's.
Yeah, give me some pineapple.
So, Lizzie, do you
upside
not
down.
have any vices like that are like you're like you got to quit doing this? Like what your doctor's saying, you got to knock this off. Is there nothing besides Chick-fil-A that you
Bourbon
have?
and whiskey. There you go. I'll say mine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I really don't have any vices. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, you have to keep in mind for so many years, I ran a Christian childcare center. So if I did anything that somebody caught and that would have gone viral, that would have been
Oh.
the end of my school.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, probably my vice that my kids wouldn't like have nothing to
I've
do.
done shots with you.
Okay, I will do shots.
Well, I don't think that's a
Not that
vice.
I'm a
That's
good
not a
person.
vice.
I mean, I will do shots. I will drink. I've never done marijuana.
Not yet.
But I would do that. But my vice, my kids would say, is when loud music comes on and it's really fun. I'm not embarrassed, alcohol or not, to just dance on the table and embarrass.
That's not a vice
friends.
either. I don't think that's a
Yeah.
vice. A vice is like going.
That's how you use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
so you use
Yeah,
it,
I
like-
guess I don't have one.
Yeah, vice would
I
be
must have
cigarettes
one.
for sure.
Yeah, I
You
don't- I
can't
don't
deal
do that.
without a vice would be
How
someone.
about those ads in the 80s? The cigarette ads.
Oh yeah.
Think about those
You've
ads.
come a long way, baby. Remember that one?
I-
Marketing to the women?
I could see Lizzie drinking like a soda like all the time.
That's a vice.
Yeah,
that would be a
yeah,
vice.
I
Would be a
could
vice.
say I used to
Like
drink
club
a whole
soda
lot. No,
with
Dr.
vodka?
Pepper. I really like Dr. Pepper, but I wouldn't call it a vice because I don't have to have it.
Coffee would be a vice.
Okay, I don't do coffee either, but he's
Okay.
right. It would be Dr. Pepper. And maybe that would be because when Joe walks in every time, my eyes go to his shirt.
I
Like
have my
I-
Dr. Pepper shirt on today.
Yeah, he does.
No, you got to stay away from that because you're doing those skinny shots
Yeah, and that's what, but you know
from
what?
New
Tho-
Age.
But you know,
health and
those
wellness.
shots make you not want any of that. So, like, I'm not-
Semi-glutide.
yeah, I'm taking semi-glutide. And so I'm not overly hungry. I don't, yeah, that's really
No,
good.
Derek, my vice,
Interesting.
sugar sucks. It's so difficult to stay away from it.
It's
but
the
if it-
worst.
But if it's alcohol, it's bourbon. And it's hard for me I'm trying to get myself off the diet soda
Okay.
with
Yeah.
a splash of diet. Now I'm trying to become a man finally
Yeah.
and drink bourbon and whiskey how it was made to be
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
Chips and salsa could be
But
a
I
vice,
suck and
I
I've been a
like that.
pussy, so I'm trying to work up to that.
Yeah. Well, you like the sweeter things in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. I said I was soft. I'm trying to get tougher.
He's sissy boy. Big energy, sissy boy, Vic.
Oh, no, don't talk
I mean,
about
I know
me.
a lot of workout cats. They juice, and that's a vice.
Yeah.
Cannot walk into a gym without sticking the needle in their arm or whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
vice. Anthony, you don't have no damn vices, do you? You just kind of live life like you just go. You're like me, man.
I mean,
You're just like whatever it comes up. And just yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I smoke a lot of weed though. I don't know if it's a vice.
What's
though,
a
but
lot?
I mean, I probably.
What's a lot?
I mean, I
That's
smoke.
because Joe
I mean,
smokes a
it's
lot.
8:30. It's 8:30 in the morning. I already smoked 3 joints. So it's
Okay, that's a vice. Wait a minute.
but
Is that what he said?
Anthony,
Okay.
Anthony, I'm still high from last night.
Yeah, we could talk about that last night.
But I just enjoy it. I don't know if it's like, I mean, I definitely, I don't know. See, I mean, I don't know how I use it. I just use it because I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
How
you know?
long?
I
How
can say
big? Okay,
yes
wait a
and
minute. How
no.
big is a joint? In because I've seen some real fatties,
Real
but
fatty.
but
Just normal like cigarettes.
Yeah,
I just rolled like 3 of them while I was like getting ready for like setting up the lights and stuff, so it didn't look weird.
Yeah,
so
but-
let me ask this about. Here's the thing
Anymore.
about pot that
by
I've
the way,
always
this is
wondered.
a free for all Friday
Yeah.
show, so we're all in. We get hardcore politics all week. Fridays are free for all.
Here's the thing about pot that I've always kind of wondered before I make a decision about it should be legal or not. Blah blah blah. Is when do you ever sit in your living room or in your car or somewhere and go, man, maybe it's time that I stop smoking this stuff? Because if you smoke cigarettes, you get that burning in your lungs. You feel worn down.
It does happen.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I smoke so well because it's so accessible right now to where like I mean I have like a lot of it, so it's like I can like just go through it and smoke it, and I'm just like, man, I'd be like way more. It makes me nicer, which I like because like normally I'm just aggressive, and I just like pick on everybody around me, and like it makes me not do that, which I enjoy, and like just like I'm like when I smoke weed, I'm like, oh yeah, other people have feelings, I should probably pay attention
Holy
to that.
shit! That's
Oh
what
my
it does to you.
It
You know?
really does. It really does.
It does.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So maybe somebody that has like autism or so should smoke pot.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that to be mean, but because a lot of
I don't know.
Oh, no.
I want to see it
It would
either
be
way.
awesome.
I want to watch
No.
it. I don't know. I want to watch kids on autism
We've-
smoke weed. I do. I
oh,
do want to, but I don't know if it's
we've
good.
worked
Snap
with
into normal.
no, we've worked with somebody that we feel had autism and would snap and not be so kind and not be so nice. And
Was he a weed smoker?
no,
Okay.
no, despised it.
Yeah.
And he needed it.
okay, there you go.
If it makes
That
you
might have
think
been
of,
why he didn't like it so much, because he was so resistant, because it did help him.
Mm.
damn, that's crazy. I had no idea that's another marketing plan. Weed
Yeah.
makes you nicer.
It
Yeah.
does. It really does.
Cares about other people's
Oh, definitely.
feelings.
Damn. So 3 joints before 8:30. What about the rest of the day?
I just keep it going.
He just keeps it going.
Just keep it going. Oh, well, I mean, I've all
That's a
these edibles sent
vice.
me, like Smokey sent me edibles and like all these. It's used. It could be.
Hey,
used
who
as
sent
one,
who
but I'm
sent
just-
you edibles, buddy?
The hat Smokies?
Smokies,
Like, sent me this
yeah.
hat and edibles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a bunch of other stuff. I mean, they sent me a bunch of peach edibles and stuff. Like, no, yeah, no, it's hard. I have like drinks that I have like seltzer waters that have. And then like if you eat edibles long enough, you find like a concentrated way not to have sugar in it, so it doesn't kill you and give you diabetes. So like you get like I like drips of it. So I can put in like water and stuff. You better use just like a condensed THC like stuff. I mean, just you know what I mean. Just, I enjoy that a lot. Because drinking makes me loud and stupid, and like smoking makes me like more quiet and like not as stupid publicly at least.
Okay, Donna.
Oh, there you go.
Donna says, and of course you can jump in on our chat line, cancelthisshow.com here Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. Central and all the time. On our website, cancelthisshow.com. Projo's here, making sure the show runs perfect. Anthony Rogers from the Anthony Rogers Show, Tuesday nights live at 8:30. You've got a ton of listeners, ton of viewers, ton of followers. You're doing it right there. You got lots of sponsors as well. You're jumping in today to have some fun. Eric Johnson in studio, Lizzie Sparks, and I'm Vic Faust. We're grateful you're jumping in. The other thing about this whole situation, when you look at vices and, we're talking about marijuana, Donna says she can tell who weed smokers are by the way they talk. How is
Okay.
that? Is that slow?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes for sure.
In the morning, I'm fine, but you catch me around 9 o'clock at night, I'm a little slower.
Yeah, we've tried to text with you at nighttime. That didn't go so well.
Yeah,
Last
last
night.
night. Last night was fun.
Joe's like, what are you talking about?
I had to get up to speed on that conversation.
I mean,
Yeah,
would you get up and run a 5K on smoking pot?
Okay, so I wouldn't run a 5K
I knew that
at
was coming.
all.
I knew that was
was
coming.
fun.
However, Michael Phelps won how many gold medals
No.
by smoking weed and swimming?
Yeah, he was a parent.
Whoa,
Weed makes working out more
that's
fun.
true.
No,
he was
No, edibles
smoking.
make
Yeah,
working
he was
out way more
smoking
fun.
weed. They found it in a system. They wanted to take the gold medals back, but they didn't.
Yeah, because he had been.
He was swimming.
And smoking copious amounts.
He's so high.
Yeah, he was stoned winning the Olympics.
Holy crap.
Really, he was.
Hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is Joe Biden stoned?
I bet a lot.
No,
gotta be
Joe
fine.
Biden. It would actually help him.
You think it would?
Oh yeah, it would.
Why don't they give? Why don't serious question?
He might become likable.
Why don't they
Right.
give Joe Biden literally like over prescribe Ritalin to him or
Yeah.
Adderall? Serious
They
question.
need to give him some.
What?
They need to give him some lion's mane mushroom and
Here we
some
go.
weed. And
I was
he'll be
kidding,
fine.
and he comes up with a real
No,
solution.
I'm serious. And lion's mane mushroom is not. a
What is
psychedelic.
lion's mane mushroom?
They're saying that it promotes brain regeneration and it reverses the effects of Alzheimer's and dementia.
You should be a doctor.
Hey, man,
Dr.
I've
Joe.
done, my parents, my mom is actually it runs in my family, dementia and Alzheimer's. So I've done some research.
I guess.
So
Yeah,
Joe should be stoned.
I thought Joe needs a little cocaine myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot. Get the boy. Did you ever see what was it? That one with Wesley or Denzel Washington where he's flying the plane and he
yeah, the
and he
pilot.
partied all night
Yeah.
and they
But he saved the plane.
yeah, but that's what they should do with Joe. All right, I need you to get him 10 lines and here's his Adderall and someone kick him in the ass,
Yeah.
slap him in the face and put him in front of people.
Damn.
Yeah.
He'll burn out within 5 minutes, but he'll have a great 5 minutes.
He just needs one good press conference.
I know.
That's
it's
all
true.
he needs.
Yeah.
One damn one. Hey, Anthony, on your show, you guys just log on and then do you take is it live cast? Do you take questions from people?
Yeah. I use StreamYard. I use Dreamstream briefly too, the program you're using, but I use StreamYard too. Like I use both those.
Yeah, we've been on those sites as well. When you see, when you come out, when you see our show, we were talking about it because you've had super success. You've done this longer than we have. I mean, how long do you have your podcast?
Well, I mean, I think longer is subjective. I think Eric's been on radio a while. I think you've been on TV a while, and I mean, it just depends. And then I'm figuring out what Lizzie does more. So I think I don't know, man. I've been doing this. It took about 5 years to monetize, probably.
What's
say.
working for us
I-
that you see?
Well, I think I like the show title. I like the rhetoric between you guys is pretty good. And I think you got a good thing going. The set's good too. The set looks real. Most people's podcasts look as bad as mine. where it's
I
just
like your
a
backdrop.
bad green screen. You know what I mean? It's a bad, but I mean, you can see how cheesy it is. But I think you guys it looks more legit. I think But I mean,
Well, if you need some help, contact me there, Anthony.
Look at you, always marketing yourself. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, I like the laziness of like a mobile studio, though. But I like for me personally, but I think like you guys look more legit. I think though.
Would you
Like, you know what I mean? I think
would you consider politics again?
I want to be governor eventually, but I don't know when's the best time to run yet. Just because I think Ashcroft has it this time. Or what's the guy's name? Jay something.
Jay Ashcroft, yeah, he comes
Yeah.
into studio.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a chance against him this term. So I think I'd have to wait a little bit till I was older, and then Ron, I think
I do-
'cause,
so-
Parsons just termed out. So
Yeah, I love the gumption of going up against Cory Bush. That is
I do too.
fantastic.
I do too.
You had just as many people vote for you that goes to a St. Louis Cardinal baseball game.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
that for a second.
impressive.
That's not bad at
Crazy.
all.
Could you jump back in now that there's going to be Wesley Bell and then
No. Let Wesley just kind of sweep this
Okay,
thing out of there.
okay.
We're fine with
That's
that.
gonna
Right,
be
yeah.
that's gonna be a
That's-
bloodbath
Oh, it is
between
gonna
No,
those
it's
two.
not.
Oh yeah, they're
Well,
gonna
he's
eat
going
e-
to stomp on her
they're
head.
gonna
I
eat each
agree.
other alive.
but they will it's going to get ugly and nasty between each other. I'm with
The
you.
Jewish community that has all the cash down in St. Louis is going to be Wesley. Why don't you jump in here? And
Yeah, but
here's
the
a few.
deep, but the
here's a
deep
few
state's gonna
checkbooks
be
for you.
funding Corey.
No, they're
like-
not.
Yes, they are.
Okay, bet.
We
No, wait a minute. I take it back. No bet. Because I lose every
Three,
bet I take.
no,
yeah, Bush is such a useful
three of the
moron.
richest
I just
people in
look
the
an idiot.
world are Hamas leaders. They're gonna funnel that money.
So you think
and
the good
she's the
people of
voice.
St. Louis want a Hamas leader?
Yes,
You think the good
There
people
are-
of St.
yes.
Louis, Missouri?
St. Louis City, yeah.
St. Louis City,
bro, they're all
Eric.
idiots. They're all idiots politically. They don't understand. They're good artists and stuff. They're good at art and business and stuff, but they're idiots at politics.
Well, and they just
They-
virtue
look-
signal all
why
the
is
time.
that, Anthony?
Well-
You lived there for a while.
Well, yeah, I lived there for like 8 years, but I think like basically people that politically just want they don't understand it, so they just try to seem smart, so they latch onto this thing and pretend they're about it and pretend it's their personality to like fit in with everybody.
Mhm.
Because you'd probably be ostracized if you weren't a Democrat in St. Louis. I mean, like my buddy lost a bar because he voted for Trump publicly and stuff. And like
Wow.
yeah, no, St. Louis is its own beast, man. And like and they just keep voting for people that ruin their economy. Like, it
It's
makes no sense.
crazy.
Yeah, it makes no
would-
sense.
yeah.
Are they stupid? I mean, that is
Politically,
that's
yes.
not
Politically,
rhetorical.
yes.
That is that's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
So if you vote for A, B is going to happen, which will be dilapidation of your city, and then C is the outcome. I mean, that makes you not smart, right?
Well, and
Does that?
Politically speaking, policy, they have no understanding of policy whatsoever. Like I think they're good at art and business and a couple and like just good food restaurants and stuff, but they have no understanding of policy.
they really
Unbelievable.
don't. We
Most
own
of it.
property in the Shaw neighborhood, and I tried to
That's where
get
I
on
lived.
the Shaw, like neighborhood thing or whatever. They denied me due to my politics.
No, they
But
didn't.
how did they know
No,
your
they didn't.
politics?
Because all they had to do is get on my Facebook, and I'm pretty vocal, and so that was it. Boom.
So,
And I own
wow.
Well,
property
that's
there.
not a very accepting community.
Not accepting
Yeah.
at all. But
No, I lived in Shaw. Yeah, I lived off of I lived off right off Castleman. I lived
Okay.
in Shaw for like 8 years. But yeah, no, you're definitely right though. I put my cards in that market, that Shaw market and stuff, and people are getting pissed about it because I was like running against Bush there. But no, it's like they don't understand policy at all. I mean, look at the last time they had a Republican in office was the 40s, and that's the last time it was a real city. Like,
True.
I mean, like,
70s.
Like to be honest, like,
70s. I would.
fair.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
more Republican or
That's right.
Libertarian, Anthony?
It depends on the issue, but probably more libertarian, I'd say. But I mean, it depends. It depends on the issue and depends on the leadership. I mean, I don't think there's any real Republicans in office right now.
Right.
Like, you have Glitch McConnell and like all these other guys. Just, I mean, like none of these guys.
Did
make
you
any
call
sense.
him
Like,
Glitch McConnell?
That was
Dead
good.
That's what he
on.
seems
yeah,
like.
that's great.
That's
Glitch
like
Best
McConnell.
nickname ever.
I would, if you were a political show, I would listen to you every day. You would be on my Spotify channels.
That's
I'm serious.
Glitch McConnell.
I'm serious because your perspective is the perspective that I follow.
Yes.
I'm not into the uber right wing
Well,
crap.
see,
I'm not definitely not
Yeah,
into
and Anthony's a millennial too.
yeah, exactly right.
His show is great. I do watch his show, and it's really good. Eric, you would like it. You really would.
Yeah, I would.
We all grew up in the same area, so like we have a similar point of view. I think that's what it is. Because like a lot of people in St. Louis, like they'll like the guest I have and stuff. But like where I'm from, you guys are all from St. Charles County.
Yeah, man, that's where
Pretty
safe.
much.
That's like it.
Yeah,
Ish,
it's St.
ish.
Louis.
No, I'm from O'Fallon originally. No, I'm from O'Fallon.
And I grew up in
originally.
St. Louis
I'm
County. It's
Yeah.
all around
Okay.
roughly.
Yeah, similar kind of upbringing. I mean, that's why we probably all have the same belief structure. And like, is this is what I don't like about just the Democrats in general. It's like show me a functioning Democrat society.
Then there's
Like,
not
I mean,
one.
and they can't. I know. So it's like okay. So if you believe in evidence and all this science and stuff, look at the science of like how you don't have a successful society, like not even one, and how the homeless is crazy, and these people are basically useful idiots to the communists taking us over right now. They're basically they basically work for the CCP pretty much just to divide us and then give us low energy like policy and like that doesn't work and destroys our nation.
It's true.
They're just destroying our nation.
It's
I mean, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I just
no,
mean that
you're
in a-
Yeah,
right.
this
But I will
is-
say this: I lived in Seattle longer than maybe I should have, and I understand how these liberal communities. Like I lived right in Pearl Jam's backyard. It's
Oh,
called
wow.
Fremont, Washington, and I get it. It's this lifestyle of not showering. It's this lifestyle of kind of this hippie nature, and that's what all Democrat cities are basically. Go to any of them. Go to
Yeah.
any of them.
The communists.
Yeah, and they do not have the ability to touch and feel why is there crime? Why is there, they don't understand it. Like when you go to St. Charles County, it's a well-run, it's a
In
well-oiled,
the St. Louis, Missouri area.
you feel safe.
Yes.
But there's consequences to feeling safe. You know what I mean?
No, there are, but did you look the part? Because here's the thing,
No,
Anthony.
I look exactly like I do now.
This is part of life. We look at people, and whether we want to admit it or not, we make judgments by what we see. If somebody in St. Louis City saw you walking down the street, they would think that you're a hardcore left liberal and you know it. Did you talk to people about your politics when you lived in St. Louis?
Oh, me? Was
Yeah.
that for me?
Yeah, I wouldn't look at Anthony.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I wore I'd come back. Okay, I'd go to whenever that lockdown thing was happening, I went to the country and I would just just be on the river all the time because like there's nothing working in a town. So I went to the river and I come back for the school years. My wife's a teacher. I'd come back and I have like a Trump shirt and like Trump riding a tank, and then people be walking by with their faces covered, looking like idiots, and with like trash bag hazmat suits and stuff. And I'm just like, I've just been in the country all summer and I was just like swimming with and having fun and stuff. And I come back, these people just been scared for 3 months and hiding in their house like Anne Frank, and they're victims. Really, that's like the weird
Yeah.
part. I want to hate them because they're stupid, but they're just victims. You know?
Right.
So wait, Vic, when you look at Anthony, you see a liberal?
Yeah.
He looks like Duck Dynasty.
No,
Yes.
but here's what. No, when he was in the city, if you're in St. Louis City and you're living in St. Louis
Right.
City, and if you're out smoking weed and you have a big old beard, because he's got that eccentric look. That's why. That's why I said if you're in the city,
He's City Duck Dynasty then.
Yeah, because I'm with you, Joe. Because when
Raccoon
I see
Dynasty.
him, I see like a badass, and this is.
I'm
maybe
only
not-
talking about the city. Like if you're in the city, because
Hey Vic, don't interrupt her. She's saying really. Confident.
That sounded like Eric.
Back to me being a badass. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
yeah.
continue.
I was saying that you were like a badass, like a exactly what Joe was saying. A Duck Dynasty, and I see a badass Trump supporter when I look at you, and you might not even have voted for Trump, so you don't even have to say that.
I didn't even vote, and I was on the bill, and I didn't even vote. I just thought it was fake.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, man, I got to ask you this.
It just showed me a TV graphic. Oh, sorry.
So I got blasted yesterday because I said, man, this Nikki Haley chick's coming up out of nowhere. I'm kind of digging her, and everybody on this place just went nuts.
Lizzie
Who
and
do you-
I blasted Eric.
Yeah. Who do you like right now in the presidential sweepstakes?
Oh man, every Republican in the primary seemed fake because and then Trump was like just being banned from running, which is weird. I like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and I like Trump at this point, and like and I think Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is cool on a couple things like anti-war and stuff. He's still like pro-abortion, which I don't like. And then I think like I don't know, but I think Trump, if it doesn't start a civil war, you mean you mean that's I just don't want to divide the entire country because people are very brainwashed against him, and so it's like kind of crazy. I don't know, man. We couldn't do worse than Joe Biden. Is all I'm
No,
saying. So I
We're
think,
gonna
like,
have a civil war whether Trump
only
wins
up from
or
here.
loses.
Yep.
What about
I hope we can get out of
what
that.
about Vivek?
I mean-
Is there anything about Vivek that you like? He's a millennial, and
I like his scripts. but I don't believe him.
okay.
Okay,
No,
that's exactly right.
I love what he says, though. No, I love what he says, but I don't.
So
believe
you
him.
don't think so? He's like artificial intelligence.
He's like
I
the
think
Republican
so.
Obama.
Yes, I think he's a
Yeah, he's an
Republican
actor. He'll
Obama.
say anything.
Yeah.
He'll read
Republican
anything.
Obama. Damn, that's cold.
Yeah.
What about Nikki Haley? She seems to be she's
I don't know
she's
enough about
I know if DeSantis dropped out of the race right now,
Nikki,
She
what,
would have-
what got you on this Nikki Haley
man,
kick?
I'm listening. It's a wartime footing that's
She
going
wants
on right
to
now.
accept
I
all
don't
the refugees here.
No, she does.
Yes,
not.
she does.
She does not. Anyway, you show me that.
And she's promoted China so much.
There's something about, like I talked about earlier, having someone that has a resume that wants the job, that she just fills a lot of the boxes. She was
Over
a
Trump?
governor. No, I like Trump. But my God, the cat is now in court in Colorado to not be on a ballot. That could happen. That could happen all over the place. And all he needs to do
It's
is
not happening.
knock
though.
down a couple more purple
It's
states
not
and
gonna-
he's done, man.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
At this
I
point,
like that. Like the guy that Trump was like they rigged the election and no one believes him, and then they made it to where he couldn't even be like run this year, and like people still don't see it. I'm like how blatantly can you rip this guy off and it's still just like call him a liar? It makes no sense, And
Yeah.
it just makes no
That-
sense.
Does it
that's
feel like
exactly
we're
right.
still in the preseason of all this stuff? I feel like Trump should
No.
be making some serious moves right now. I think that we need to feel confident that he's not going to get.
they're doing everything they can to keep him from it.
No, I get
Which
it. I
is
get
why
it.
he should be the man.
I get
Right.
it. I want to know how they're
just
going
makes
to
him cooler.
beat all of these cases.
If-
Does anybody feel
No.
anxious about that?
No, I don't.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, if Nikki wouldn't have been such a bitch to him, he could have taken her as a vice president.
Yeah, but that's what Christy Nome's for.
Exactly.
I
Good
just think they're
point.
doing this to chew up his
Dude.
campaign trail. That's all they're doing.
You think
I
that's right?
so,
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still think unless we talked about this on the show a couple days ago, unless there is no voter fraud, then he doesn't win. I mean, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but they're going to cheat and cheat and cheat. And so my
Yep.
suggestion a couple days ago was play fire with fire, and literally we all have to vote, including you, Anthony. You have to vote, and I'm not saying it's not rigged, and I'm not saying that your vote counts or doesn't count, because we can clearly see in many cases it doesn't count. But I think that we all need to get out 3 weeks early, vote early like they do, and then our little butts need to be actually at the election places and watching.
So what you're saying is it's okay. Check it out.
Deep State's not
Anthony.
going to let Trump.
Anthony,
win
check
again.
it out.
I've said that.
So what she's saying is it's not not rigged. However, it's easier to rig an election that's on a 2% margin than it is on 20%. So you got to shock and awe the system to win. Is what you're saying?
You do.
I got you. Okay.
You do.
Yeah, because they can only make so many fake ballots.
Exactly.
Correct.
So you got to win by 10.
Correct.
That should be the bumper sticker for this year. Win by 10. Every state, win by 10.
You might have to.
I'm serious.
I mean, Joe Biden freaking.
Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, so what do you guys think about this? Okay, so Derek's saying vote early and often. If you got some fake ballots like they did, I'm not telling you to do this, but if you want to be
However,
If
I
you go
think
to
it's gonna go down.
Kinko's,
yes, okay, so maybe this is my vice. I've never done it before, but I think if 5 ballots came, I think I'd fill them all out this time.
oh boy, I didn't say that. This brought to you by.
I'm just saying that you have to do what they did. So
We're on the wrong party for that.
I know we are.
But,
right. We'll
but,
never get those.
What I think they're going to be exposed, and like future generations are going to look back as like the largest record voting fraud America ever had. I think this is the people from the future are going to see it. Like they're going to be like, how did anyone believe this? It's going to be like so obvious to everybody in the future. I think, and I think that good always wins. I feel like so. I mean, they could run around being evil as long as God allows, really, But I mean, you gotta pay up at the end,
Boy, don't you think that these guys did a lot of damage? If that is true, good wins in the end. Don't you think they had 4 years of just completely corrosive acid on the country?
I was getting ready to say that they might have done a lot of damage, and good always wins, but it's the damage that they cause before.
And this has been going on for. Let's just remember this soundbite. We played this when we were at the Edge. I remember playing this, but it's been a few years. Just remember, we are being played. We are trying to get through it all, but there are forces in place that try to F us all and all of our lives. Life was good when the mean tweeting man was still there. It was, whether you like him or not, whether you respect him or not. This has all been in play. Remember Joe Biden, what he did with Afghanistan. Here he was talking to a group of people in 2007. This should piss you off.
It's a big difference to tell the American people the truth about what our options are in ending this war. If tomorrow the order goes out from I'm President of the United States, I issue an order, end the war today, begin to withdraw all American troops. It will take a year to get the American troops out. Do you hear me now? That's the truth. It will take a year to get them physically out. Now, if you leave all the equipment behind, you might be able to do it in 7 months. And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine someday. And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine someday.
If you were, and then what did he do in Afghanistan?
Dun, dun, dun.
He left all the weapons behind, the billions of dollars in Afghanistan, to be used against us.
Now we just got to wait for the second part to come true.
Which is what?
They're going to be used against our.
So I played that to remind people where we are, what we're dealing with. Because this crap is not just happening; it's scripted. It's scripted.
Yeah, he seems super compromised. I'm not sure if it's like Obama or the CCP or like both, but he's definitely just a puppet and and not to just a private interest like everybody else. This is we're being taken over. I mean, this is you can't criticize China, you can't criticize certain things, and I mean we're in the middle of a communist takeover. It feels like
you almost can't criticize Hamas right now.
Right, you can't.
I know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you watched?
Eric's
do you understand what I'm saying?
Under what precedent again?
Just
so we make sure that our listeners don't lose their
under
minds.
Anti-Muslim. You can't. It's just you can't. The Muslim thing is starting to pop its ugly head up again and saying,
yes, it is.
"Oh, you have to love everybody. You have to." I mean, this is a group of people. Did you see? Look, even Hamas doesn't want a ceasefire. Hamas is saying to the press, No. Bring them. We're ready. Let's do that. No. And then they say, well, everybody around the world is wanting a ceasefire. And the leader of Hamas is saying, no. If you stop, we're going to come after you again.
Yes. And Eric is spot on. It's like all of this Muslim guilt, like you have white guilt. Now you have to be so nice to the Muslims. And you look at them and you're like, are we idiots here? It's like they want to rape your children. They want women to have stuff on your head, those scarfy things.
I would
So
love.
you're saying this about all Muslims?
Well, it's
No.
not about that. It's just
Okay.
look at.
No, just the ones murdering
yeah,
people on
Okay,
video.
right.
good.
Just the
How
one
do you
murder.
tell the difference?
Never in this country has there been this
That's what I
much
wanna-
anti-Semitism.
Correct.
That if you don't understand what happened in 1930 something with the rise of Adolf Hitler and the anti-Semitic nature of that regime, you're seeing it right in front of your face,
Yeah.
and it's
Right
in
in
the
front of you.
streets of New York
Hitler
City.
and the
Yes.
Germans tried to hide it. This new breed,
They're not
is-
hiding
they-
crap.
they- want-
At least they walked around with swastikas on
Yes.
their arm. You could tell the difference between a Nazi and a German.
From the river to the sea, that means basically wipe them all out. Extermination.
here's
people.
the problem, Projo, with anybody that says they're pro-Palestine, then they need to be coming out marching against Hamas. And there are very few, if any. That's how you can tell the difference.
Very few. And we
That's the
Eric was
problem.
saying that it was in New York City.
They run, and Palestinians are very intelligent people when it comes to
Look,
that matter.
Aren't
Here's-
Hamas helping the Palestinians?
No, stop.
I don't know.
So
They're in
Hamas,
charge. They run all
Hamas, well, even though there's no democracy
Iran.
in the Gaza Strip, there's no democracy. Hamas just kind of took over and said, I'm in charge. But the Palestinian people never rose up and said, you don't represent me.
Mhm.
You don't represent me at all.
Mhm.
I want to build the Gaza Strip to be as beautiful and as lovely as possible. We will vote for our leaders, and they will have nothing to do with missiles and guns trained at Israel. But the Palestinians never said that. These guys are, I'm not going to say they're culpable, but they never came out and said, hey, this is not us. This is those guys. Don't
Right.
destroy us.
They're not denouncing
Yeah.
it.
They need to be a little bit more vocal about
I
that
agree.
themselves. Otherwise, they kind of espouse the same thing.
Correct.
The Jews have every legitimate reason to be as skeptical about living in that area as anybody else. They after the UN was built for them.
Right.
The United Nations was built for them because of the Holocaust. And now we're going through it, part 2, Gen Z
Well, we're
version.
in World War III, and it's going to happen. And now it's not
It's
just
crazy.
Hamas, it's Hezbollah,
crazy.
because the Hezbollah leader came out this morning praising the attack of Americans being killed, of Israelis being killed, hostages, women being raped, children beheaded, and it was true. Now you've got Hezbollah. Hamas is a smaller form. Hezbollah is the bigger brother with a lot more rockets, hundreds of thousands. I mean, they've got so many missiles. It's going to be a problem.
This is all
It's not going to stop.
This is all about power. Iran said, I got money, I got weapons. Who wants to form an army? Who wants to form a militia? Boom.
I think they have China backing them, or they wouldn't be flexible.
Well,
Yeah,
I-
what
I-
is
I-
up
here's
with
the
that?
I think
other thing.
Iran's army could be defeated in like 8 hours. I think basically like Iran's not a problem at all.
I was
Hamas is
thinking
just-
There's
Yes,
Russian
yes.
weapon
They're backed by
systems
China.
on the ground right now.
Anthony's right.
They got,
There's
Now, too,
Russian,
they got Russian,
Russia's
China,
systems are there too.
and China. Yeah, they got BRICS, man. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making these moves. These are pawns moving. Their pawns are moving. Like Russia's pawns move towards Ukraine. Iran's pawns move towards Israel, and then they're gonna go for
Dude,
Taiwan, and then you're trying to bait us
nailed
into a
it.
world war. They're trying to make us mess up first. They're trying to make us mess up first.
Yeah.
and then that way we look like the bad guys, and then all like BRICS is gonna try to come on the Western world. That's what it seems like to me.
Yes.
But I think
Spot on.
I think we could beat their army in like 8 minutes, honestly, if China's not involved. But China has all the factories, has all the people. I mean, we're basically gonna be slaughtered if we don't if we don't handle it well.
Not to mention, we just sold our largest ammunitions? What
Yeah. Didn't that happen just in the last week?
Yeah.
We sold our largest ammunition company,
Is that right?
basically
that?
to subsidiaries of people that are involved with BRICS. So, I mean, that's scary.
We
We're
to a different
sitting
country,
ducks.
yeah.
If we
Yep.
win World War III, it's because of the civilians. I think this
Correct.
time, I think we're gonna have to stand. I mean, we're just gonna have to stand our ground. I mean, basically, they're not touching Missouri. I feel.
And
like,
you
know,
never
so-
hear
like-
never hear Europe jumping into this. You
They're
should.
cowards.
Don't you feel like Germany should be the one that says, "Hey, guys, we were in the first one. We'll take care of this."
They're all
Don't
bought-
you
they're
feel like
all
that?
bought and paid
Yeah, no,
for.
they should do it.
Isn't it weird that Germany's not just jumping in saying, "You know what? The last time we tried this, it didn't go so well."
Mhm.
Don't you think? But it's
The
the
Germans are like
Americans.
that. No, the Germans are seeing it now finally. Like they didn't during the COVID time. It didn't seem like, but they're starting to finally with all the migrants coming in, and they're seeing like all these fighting age people come to the country. Like they didn't for years though. They did not see. They didn't like during COVID. They're like, whatever, I'll take a shot, you know. But now they're like, yeah, no, they're actually like Europe's finally seeing it. It's just like probably too late, you know.
Well, Eric, it is
right.
World Communication Week, so
Is that right?
World Communication Week.
How
Oh,
about-
I feel better now.
it's also National Fig Week as well for what that means.
Yeah. Fig Newtons.
It's like, we'll probably be on Germany's side in World War III. That's how we're never going to lose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did it-
Whoa, but
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah.
But no,
Hey,
it's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. But I don't think any of those armies in the Muslim world are really. They have population, but don't have any. Like drones would wipe them out in 15 minutes. You know, it's the Chinese I worry about, really.
Yeah.
Damn, we could.
Well, he's
Okay.
right. Think about
Right.
there's sometimes you got to just kind of go up in your balloon, look at everything from 30,000 feet, and you go, oh, look, Russia and Ukraine. Okay. Oh, damn, look at Hamas and Israel. Damn, oh, Hezbollah looks like they're going to jump in now. Okay. What's going on over here with China and Taiwan? It's a perfect storm against a old man, and he's old. He's like the dirt.
Yeah.
He's
And
like
they own
the
him.
dirt.
And they own him. They have
And
they took all of our institutions. They have all of our institutions right now.
They own his ass.
But not only do they own his ass, now you've got, and we're a laughing stock around the world. We know that. You had the Dominican Republic
Oh boy.
president here. Listen to the sound. The Dominican Republican president.
No more coconuts for you.
No, I mean, he's literally trolling Biden to his face. Biden
Mhm.
was in the DR, and listen to the end of this soundbite when the Dominican Republican president, what he says. I mean, he's literally laughing and trolling this old, feeble, decrepit man who was selected, not elected.
Mr. President, we look forward to welcoming you soon to the Dominican Republic at the next Summit of the Americas in 2025, where we will continue to develop the bonds of prosperity, security, and democracy that bind us together. And that summit will be in Punta Cana, so you have time to be on the beach.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
Mr.
God.
Look at
President,
him, look,
we look forward to
we're going to have a
welcoming you
summit in
soon
Punta
to the
Cana so you
Dominican
can be
Republic
on the beach.
at the
And he
next
laughed really
Summit
big.
of the Americas in 2025,
Look
where
at
we
this
will
guy.
continue to develop the bonds of prosperity, security, and democracy that bind us together. And that summit will be in Punta Cana, so you have time to be on the beach.
I mean, that's how sad this shit is.
And look at Biden.
Even
just
Puerto
laughed.
Rico's making fun of us.
Oh.
He sounds like Count Dracula trying to make fun of him. It's like crazy. Like neither one of these guys should be making fun of anybody.
Punta Cana.
God.
Oh, that's
going to-
embarrassing.
Eat your
Get him while
neck.
you can, though. I mean, get him while you can. America looks weak, you know, but it's not as weak as it looks. That's the problem, you know. It's like through the media we look weak, but I mean, the American people are not. You know, I'd eat that guy alive in a room. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. We gotta get out of this. We gotta get out of this. Like,
As Jeannie says, that's the pretend room. Can you pop that
Probably
back
is.
up?
Is
Is
it?
We've heard about the fake sets, and there's no real that he doesn't do things in the White House. He has to have his own fake set.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let me take a look at that again. Let's
I mean,
see if that-
and Biden just sitting there like, now Trump would slap him if he said something like
he,
that.
he wouldn't even have the balls to say that to Trump. He wouldn't even
Right.
say that to Trump.
You wouldn't even have said it.
he's turning into Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
turning. He's been Mr. Burns since he was selected.
Smithers, break this table.
I wish Biden could talk that well. The fake room.
Is that the
is that
fake
a
room?
set? I don't know. We're looking at for our listeners on the podcast. We got a picture up of the
Can't tell
room.
on that one.
Just trying to figure out.
I just have never seen the fireplace lit. That's
I
all.
was
The
thinking
fireplace
it-
does look fake. That's
Yeah,
weird.
the fireplace.
Is
I
it?
zoned
Did we
in
try to
on.
check it out? Fake or no?
Mm.
Or no fake?
Yeah.
I don't know. They lie to us so much, I just assume everything's a lie. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to check that out too. I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell if the fire. But isn't that funny that we even? Well, it's not funny. It's tragic that we're even looking. Is that fake? Is that real? I mean, what is it?
It
That-
actually looks real to me.
Okay,
It's just done in a
yeah.
high frame rate.
Yeah. Okay.
So
But
next,
look at Biden's face. Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, he's so pathetic.
He thinks it's funny. He
Yeah.
thinks it's
I
funny.
couldn't imagine what my grandfather would think about this. You know, what I mean, like Americans like fought in like World War II and stuff. I just like what people would just say of this current state of America. It's just embarrassing.
Oh man, I know, and we don't. I had to say it since we got into Biden too. It's like, okay, just remember, all the Israel attack on them, all the news has made Hunter Biden disappear.
Not
It's-
really.
Well, for the most part,
Jim
they're
Jordan.
trying. They're trying, but it's not getting the coverage.
No, you're right.
It was
Well,
everything.
it's the war. It's the war
Yes,
right now.
The war, all of a
And
sudden, boom! Here
here-
comes this war.
here's
out
what
of
I'll say.
nowhere. Oh, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden's guilty. All their dirt when they're illegal payments, it's just going right under the water. Nobody's watching.
I don't understand the fascination for Fox News with this war. You can only have so many minutes of sideline reporting before you're like, okay, we get it. They're actually in Gaza doing the
Let's
work.
forget about Joe Biden.
Yeah. I don't understand it one
Oh,
bit.
by the way, here's something. It's World Jellyfish Day.
Oh, that's good to know.
What the?
Thanks,
Like
Don.
man of war jellyfish or just regular baby jellyfish, the kind that don't kill you?
I don't know. Don just says it's World Jellyfish Day.
My brother, interesting story. We went to Pensacola one time and he got a jellyfish in his pants.
In his
In his
pants?
it's his pants.
Did it sting him?
You think? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
I just had to say that. I always wanted to say that on the radio. Anyway, yeah, no, I just
Oh,
I don't even know what my train of thought was at that point.
Oh,
How
well,
could you have a train of thought
I know.
after that?
I know.
Happy World Jellyfish Day, everyone. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god! If Joe wasn't stoned, he'd be hitting the balls button right now.
Yeah, balls. Balls.
Nice job. Nice
Balls.
job.
Balls.
Yeah. He had,
Oh my
got it in the balls for sure.
Definitely got it in his balls. Well, and you speaking of
Oh,
that, Anthony.
oh my
speaking-
god! A
well,
jellyfish.
Well,
on
what made me think about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were talking about your dad and what your dad would think about that. My father-in-law is in the hospital with terminal cancer, and it's not good, and he can't hardly talk at all, and he can't open his eyes. But one of the nurses said to him, you know, like, what's your birth date? What's your name? All that kind of stuff. And then literally said, so who's the president? He couldn't speak to any of it except for that. And he goes, he's an idiot. And everybody started busting up laughing because he knows enough about that. So, I mean, it's our older generation,
Ah.
and a lot of them were Democrats, do think he's an idiot.
Yeah, but that's true. The people that know, they get it. He's a moron. He's worthless. What do you think the Gen Z think about Biden? Do you think that they are into the guy still? Will they vote for a
No,
Republican?
that's a great question.
Or
Because
are
you
they
probably have a
done?
lot of
That
Gen
is.
Z listening to
Yeah,
your show,
you-
right, Anthony?
I guess I don't know. I'm old. I'm like 40, man. I don't know. Like, I'm like
You're
yeah,
not
I'm like
old, you're
36.
young.
Well, I mean, compared to Gen Z. I mean,
You're
I'm
still in
old.
your
You're-
30s, man.
You're the demo. Let's put it this way. Gen Z will talk to you. They won't talk to us. Gen Z
Maybe,
will talk
maybe.
to you. If we get Gen Z in here, they look at us like, "Oh my god!" You thought, "Oh, what you do?" I don't know. So like that. What it was that Valley Girl? I'm like,
that was more
God.
like 80s.
So I'm in
Eric.
the middle though. I'm in the middle. Like the kids call me old, and then the older people call me son. You know, I'm in that middle. I'm in that middle ground right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You can talk to everybody. You can still talk to everybody. But
Gen Z needs
do
education.
you? Is it just me, or
Enlightenment.
if I get in front of a Gen Zer, I feel obligated that I have to take a survey right then and there. So you're gonna vote for Biden? I mean, that's literally like it just comes out like I just vomited.
Yeah.
Are you gonna vote for Biden? Because I need to know I have to have a pulse of the Gen Zers
Yes.
who could flip an election in multiple areas of the country.
I'm
If
hearing
it's
from a lot
real.
of the Gen Zs are like Anthony that I'm just not voting. I think all
No.
politics is crap, and they don't vote.
Have you seen they're showing up for stuff.
I think they'll show up.
Oh,
I think it was rigged. I think Trump won last time. You know, I think it was rigged.
I mean-
Be careful.
yeah. No, I'm with you on Anthony on that. It was rigged.
I mean, Obama told me that Trump won. you just take out your opponent. You just take out your own opponents. You're like, the left really thinks Trump won. You know. So-
Here's a good gauge. Next Tuesday in Loudoun County, they're voting for the entire school board.
Yeah.
Mm.
This will be a fantastic gauge to see if we're on track to kind of flip the house over and get rid of all the roaches. Because if the entire Loudoun school board is taken out, that means that people have had enough.
Yeah.
In Virginia, which used to be a blue state and is now kind of off
Purpley.
blue.
Yeah. It's purpley.
So
That
I can't wait for Wednesday to see what
That'll
those
be good.
results are.
somebody said, "Hey, what do you guys all think about the future generations and the monarchy?" What do you mean by the
which monarchy? You mean
Are
are
we
you talking
in
about
England now, or are
Oh,
we,
yes,
The corporate
crown.
monarchy we're under? Yeah.
the crown?
especially the countries like Sweden?
I think monarchy is outdated and ridiculously offensive.
It's
Like,
just
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine bowing to a king. You know, you'd have to kill me. You'd have to kill me.
Mhm.
off with his head.
I couldn't imagine that. It was like,
The
you guys are still
guillotine
playing
would
Tea Party.
return.
They're all
Take
playing
him to
Tea
the
Party dressed
Belfry.
up.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bendy says my granddaughter's very excited to vote for the first time.
That's
Yeah, but
good.
who is she voting for?
Yeah. Tell us
Ah.
who's she voting for.
That's the
Yeah.
question.
I think I have an idea, knowing Bindi, who she's voting for.
Heck
but-
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yeah,
I-
only take her. She's Republican.
That's correct. I
Yeah.
think she is Republican, but I don't know which candidate she would be.
And here's the other
Oh.
question: is Taylor Swift going to get involved? Because
She already
she's
is.
got an army.
She already is involved.
Is she?
She's number one for the Democratic Party. And she is not necessarily for Biden. It's anything that's
Wait a
Repu-
minute. So you're telling me that you're going to see Taylor Swift on stage with Joe Biden during
Mate, I
the
don't know if
election
you'll see
season?
her with Joe Biden, but what she has already done is she told people to sign up to vote, and then she had hundreds of thousands of people sign up immediately.
Swift and Kelsey with
I'm
the
telling you.
president.
Uh-huh.
And she is anti-conservative. So who Taylor tells her little minions to vote for,
Yeah,
they're going to
that's
vote
scary.
for her.
That's scary.
She has
is
that kind of
scary.
power.
That's
How do you
scary.
pretend to
does.
be a country artist and be a Democrat? That's
Well,
crazy.
I
she
have
doesn't-
no
but-
idea.
But she's not country
No
anymore. She
idea.
says that.
But
oh,
she
she's pop or
comes.
something. Yeah, that's-
She
Yeah,
comes
she's
from
pop.
country, though.
She came from country.
How do you come from
Yeah.
country? How do you come
who
from?
was the Monday night singer from Tulsa that won the singing show?
Are you talking about
Carrie,
Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood. She went woke too.
What?
Yeah,
They
that
have to be
was
paid or
disappointing.
blackmailed. They have to be paid or blackmailed. These people probably don't even understand politics.
Eric, we've
Well, that's
talked
how they
about this
win
in
these
music.
shows.
You sell your
They
soul.
become Democrat.
Sell your soul? So they're
for
part of the
super
Illuminati?
Success.
They're part of the
I don't
Illuminati
know.
as
You,
well?
you brought the
Oh,
Illuminati and
man.
that. I don't know about the Illuminati.
That's
I'm
what
just
they
saying.
tried to do to Dave Chappelle, and then he went to Africa.
There you go. Yeah, the Illuminati is
I'm so
alive and well
confused.
in Hollywood, and I think don't you think being confused? That's what they want.
Yes, Carrie came out with some very liberal comments at one point in time in that it's been a few years. I've seen her be more quiet now, but I'm just stating the facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Somebody just said, is Taylor Swift a lib? Hardcore.
hardcore. And there's
Very.
a video. I will have to find that video of her and her dad. And
You can be a Swiftie. We don't. I'm just telling you. Just that's
Yeah.
what it is from a political standpoint.
Yeah.
she argued
she's
with her
super
dad on the
talented.
Video about it.
Dude, I love Blink 182. They're all liberals.
Yeah, like,
I
no,
was
no
trying
one
to
makes
get
argue
Eric
with
go.
you.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's an Anthony. That's an inside
I
joke.
wish you guys could have seen.
I
the
love Blink
look.
182. Eric's always made fun of me for Blink 182, and now they're on a world tour. Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
if I bought you a ticket,
Mhm.
would you go with me to Blink 182 August 10th of 2024? They're in St. Louis at Enterprise.
Absolutely. Do they sell beer?
Yeah,
I'm
that
there.
would
It's a
be great.
date. We're
Okay.
going to.
All right.
We got.
And then what do you want me to do with like scribble notes to tell you why they suck? Now watch this.
Yes.
You got to drink you got to drink a Bud Light too.
Yeah. You guys got to live feed that.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so anyway, you can like music or performers and not agree with them politically.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all
for
also
sure.
pedophiles, right? They're not just Democrats; they're also pedophiles.
Yeah.
They're satanic pedophiles. It gets
You know,
worse. It gets
However,
worse, guys.
wait a minute. I gotta internalize this a little bit. I have to. You guys gotta stick with me because
Derek Pratt says,
I'm always
I'm a huge Dave Matthews band fan, but I hate their politics.
okay. Stand by. If Van Halen was still in their prime,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very swayed by Van Halen, if David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen came out and I was still 18 years old and they said, hey, it's time to vote for Joe Biden, I probably would vote for Joe Biden.
I know you would.
I would probably be like, yeah. I would probably vote. And that's my fear is that the little Barbie clique that goes out to see Taylor Swift
Right.
is going to basically just go like a bunch of mindless drones.
Metallica's in St. Louis this weekend, by the way, for people in the St. Louis area.
Who cares?
Hey,
Oh my
they're
God.
Republican.
Well, that's fantastic.
Metallica is?
I think so.
Okay, I didn't even know you were allowed to say it.
It's
Well,
so,
I-
it's so fun. Like the Republican bands I just don't even like, but I like their politics. Like Ted Nugent and like Kid Rock. I'm like their music sucks, but I love their politics.
I
It's
know.
like-
Right.
It's
Well,
like
Kid,
so-
but Kid Rock used to be good.
well, fair, yeah. Everybody had their time, you know. It's like, but I can't even listen to that. So, but I do respect his like that he stands his ground, though. You know, I do respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very good.
So Taylor Swift you'll hear from her.
You think so?
Oh,
If there's a PSA with Taylor Swift, it's over. It's cooked.
well, Chiefs fan, I know Chiefs fans
Yeah.
who started to turn on Kelsey. Like I don't even care about Kelsey anymore.
Well, Kelsey is
because
the
he was
face of
promoted.
Pfizer now. to
because
me.
he became the
Yeah.
face
I
of
can't take
Pfizer.
Here's
it.
the thing.
I know.
They might have lost all those fans, but they gained all the Swifties. So now all the Swifties are watching football, while all the true football fans who are mad about it all stopped watching.
No, I know 3, and I know it's a small sample size. 3 individuals who are like, I don't even care about Kelsey anymore. And they massively root for the Chiefs.
Yeah, but he
because
was
Kelsey has gone woke.
he made Gronkowski look like his bitch overnight when he started with Taylor Swift. Gronkowski was the only tight end
Oh,
that
you
I
mean
can
in ads?
as far as popularity.
Oh yeah.
As far as tight ends
No
in
doubt.
the NFL who are popular.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is not heard of except
Great point.
Gronkowski, and now you have this Travis Kelsey guy.
Yeah.
Who's he?
Yeah, but it was
because he's
easy.
hot.
Yeah, but it was easy for him because he's well spoken, he's good looking, and he's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. And then he gets Taylor Swift. It's all a great marketing.
That
ploy.
talk about perfect storm.
It was
Right.
overnight.
and then he
marketing.
sticks a Pfizer needle in his arm, and it's all just,
And he's smiling.
And he's loving that
Yeah.
humongous Pfizer paycheck.
yes.
For
Let's
sure.
change your DNA today.
But
Yes,
soon
there you
enough, he's
go.
going to be wearing one of those shirts that says, "Could I be more vaccinated?"
Oh, right. You know who did that, don't you?
No.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry had that on. We'll wait. to
Was
see what
he
happens.
vaccinated?
And
Yeah.
boosted and boosted.
Uh,
Oh, he
sold
wore a
merch.
shirt that said, "Could
Yeah.
I be more vaccinated?"
He
in
sold
the
that shirt
Friends.
as merch.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He used to
Did
sell
he
shirts.
really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's
I
Damn.
love coming to this show.
Did you
'cause
buy
I
one,
learned
Anthony?
stuff.
True story.
Did I buy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn it. Burn
I
it
got,
on the
I got,
Anthony
I got a
Rogers
gas station
show.
Buffalo shirt, bro. Like that's what.
Oh, yeah.
But no, yeah, no, they all sold us out, right? And then they're all dying. It's weird. It's like it basically just destroyed our enemies. It's weird. It's like our
I mean, I
enemies are
hope
just
it doesn't.
destroying our enemies. It's like weird.
I hope it doesn't happen to Kelsey, but I mean,
Glenn
Wait a
Thompson
minute.
You're
says
not listening.
PRL is woke
Right.
with a smiley face.
We're very asleep. Trust me when I tell you that.
Anthony Eric's in a really popular band called Platinum Rock Legends. That's what the joke was about. It's for our St. Louis audience. I know we're a national
man.
show, but then Mike says, "Are Swifties old enough to vote?" Yeah, I'm telling you, I know.
Yeah, there are
I
a
know
lot of
lots of Swifties.
I do too.
If she says Republicans are bad, they don't even care who the candidate
Yeah.
is. They would vote opposite of Donald Trump.
well, remember when Bieber was really popular?
When
He had most middle-aged women were Bieber fans, so it's the same with Swifties.
Including me.
You liked Bieber? You were a big
That
Bieber
is
fan?
unfair. That is almost election interference. Because if I
Uh-huh.
get up on my soapbox,
think
which would
it-
be right
I
outside
don't
here at
think it is.
SAS,
I don't think it is election interference.
nobody would listen to me. I have the same voice that Taylor Swift has.
That's just like
she just has
capitalism.
more of them.
I deserve to make more money, but
I deserve to
I'm
go
smarter,
get
I'm better.
18 million.
God darn people like me.
I get to go get 18 million little bratty ass Gen Z chicks to go to the voting booth who have no idea what politics even is.
How do I do this?
You know what I'm saying? How do I do that? So Taylor Swift will have she'll literally have a tutorial on how to vote.
She will. She'll rent big Taylor Swift tour buses and get them all to
Yes,
go vote.
yes.
I bet she does that. I'm
I
not
think you're
being
right.
facetious.
That's why I'm saying it's 10 to win. 10 to win. That's the bumper sticker.
100%.
If you don't win Michigan by 10 points, you might as well not even play.
Correct.
I just feel
10 to
that
win.
you've got conservatives
Agree.
who love Taylor Swift.
We're going to vote for Biden?
No, I'm just saying that she has such appeal that there are conservatives who spend money to go to her show. We've
They pay her
even talked about
bills.
the
They pay her bills.
Stricts who come in love her, even though they're conservative.
Imagine Taylor Swift with Beyonce in a commercial.
Oh my! Could you imagine that?
And then all of a sudden, here comes Jay-Z babbling down the hallway, and then Travis Kelsey catching a touchdown pass with a Joe Biden
Oh.
football. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Don't give me any ideas, man. Don't give the enemy ideas.
No, but then Paul says this,
Oh.
and this is the problem. He's like, and while this is happening, the RNC, that's called the Republican National Committee, is sitting back on their ass doing nothing. They have no plan, or at least if they do, it's
It's divided. They're all arguing.
They're
It's
thinking
divided
to
and
this-
infiltrated.
They're thinking, who do we got? And they go,
Yeah,
I
Jonah-
think Gallagher. No, he's dead. God damn it.
Yeah, I've seen two people already just in that short time, just on this quick chat live, say, "Yeah, we love Taylor. Or I love Taylor, but I'm
Ah.
conservative."
Yeah, I know so many. My
That's
girls,
appeal for girls too.
Yeah, you know why they like them? I
And
asked
certain
my
boys.
girls because
Mhm.
all my girls really like Taylor Swift, and they're conservatives too. 3 of them can vote, and one can't, but they would all vote pull that lever for the right. They just say that in this day and age, with the people that are up there, like, I don't know, Katy Perry and all that are up there like dancing and they're hanging all out and all that, and they're mean and they're nasty. They see Taylor's marketing department has really fooled a lot of people. And maybe she really is this nice, that she's so nice and she does charity
Yes.
and she doesn't cheat on people, and she's nice to her grandma and she's nice to her mom.
Even Mama and Papa Kelsey said she's like the best girl
like the girl next door
that Travis has ever brought around.
But I do say this. She might not want to be Dixie chicked and say, look, I got this massive audience.
She can't be.
And I don't want to smash this thing in half.
No, she's too popular.
She could be smart enough not to do it.
She's not going to ever get Dixie chicked.
If she said the wrong thing, I think she could.
Yeah, but she's too smart. She's not.
Yeah, she's got too big of a team behind her.
Yeah, nah. She is, and she's a billionaire. Remember last week she became a billionaire.
Good for her.
Time.
That's very nice.
She's a billionaire.
A billionaire.
She's a billionaire.
Wasn't Kanye until he started talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was too, and still.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though.
God and politics.
Yeah, but the reason he got it is that the mainstream started to put him out because he was more conservative. That's a different side.
Yeah. Swift will never.
But then he had some stupid ass comments about Jews as well. So I mean, it.
Yeah, he did kind of. Yeah.
I mean, that did not help.
I think you should be able to
all.
make fun of anybody, though. I think nobody's like immune from criticism. But at the same time, you shouldn't just hate people for no reason either. I see both sides almost. It's like he's like, I think you should. I mean, free speech. You can make fun. I feel like you're saying people aren't like. I feel like it's like what is it? It's almost like you're saying they're not good enough that if everyone has to stick up for them. It's like Jewish people and trans people and stuff. You have to be like, you have to like tiptoe around and be like, oh, everything you do is perfect because criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that, but also I don't think you should just hate them for no reason either. I think both are stupid.
No, you're absolutely right.
There's a
Look,
lot of that.
so the thing about it is the Republicans play it on the margins. Okay, we don't know. Republicans don't hate trans people. I love that you brought that up because we don't. No one hates trans people. They hate taking the balls off of a kid that's 7 years old because he thinks he's a chick.
Exactly.
That's the difference in all
then
of
being
this
forced
stuff.
on everyone's throat. Like nobody cares. No, I mean nobody cares what anybody does really. I mean as long as it's not hurting the entire world. Like,
Exactly.
It's basically a depopulation tactic and a demasculation and fighting against males within America. It's a communist takeover tactic. So I don't like it. I don't care if everybody's gay. I mean whatever. Just don't lose my country because of it.
Exactly. But you're smart, and the entire country doesn't seem smart. They don't understand. They can't break that down. So what you just said is exactly dead on accurate. But most people at their kitchen table who are living over in Overland Park, Kansas, or wherever, they don't see this like they do. They just see the topic. They go, "Do you believe in transgender people?" "No, dear, I don't." And then the kid goes, "Well, I believe in trans." So they don't have this intellectual conversation like you just said. They're literally splitting up the family by just introducing these topics.
But it is interesting though because we saw this happen over the last summer. Target followed up Bud Light. They went all in on and they were transgender swimsuits. And it wasn't just about when it was Pride Month, it wasn't just about being gay. It was about these transgender issues. And the designer of the quote clothing was a satanic transgender person designing the stuff for kids. Be who you are, but if you come after the kids, it's a problem. And then Target ended up moving the stuff to the back of their store. Here's their CEO talking about this and blaming, without saying it, mean conservatives and trying to say that they were attacking their store employees.
Okay, Brian, let's talk about an issue that we have not discussed in an interview since the backlash that came through following the Pride activities. And that was what was happening in the store from a merchandising perspective, from a messaging perspective. There was a huge backlash against Target. What happened? Can you want to lay it out? Because you and I haven't had a real conversation about this yet.
Well, why don't we step back? So this is my 10th holiday season at Target. You and I have been talking almost every quarter during those 10 years. And, I've seen natural disasters. We've seen the impact of COVID leading into the pandemic, some of the violence that took place after George Floyd's murder. But I would tell you, Becky, what I saw back in May is the first time since I've been in this job where I had store team members saying, it's not safe to come to work.
What was happening to them?
Very aggressive behavior at store level, lots of threats, product being destroyed, point of sale being disrupted. And when we started to hear that, we knew we had to take action. We had to prioritize the safety of our teams. And I knew personally this was not going to be well received, but we had to prioritize the safety of the team. And we made some changes. The location of the product, we curated the assortment, we addressed some of the products that were getting the most attention.
When you say safety of the team and aggressive behavior, what were some examples of this? These are people who did not like that you had Pride merchandise that was out, and they came in and they said what?
Well, they were very, again, aggressive with our team members.
Doing what?
Personally
Yelling
threatening
at them?
Yelling at them. You know, they threatened to light product on fire.
In the store.
In the store. So, very aggressive behavior. I mean, we've been celebrating heritage moments like Pride for over a decade now. We've never seen that kind of response.
Well, let me just tell you from the outside, for somebody who was not here. People said, look, there are bathing suits that are transgender bathing suits that are being targeted and marketed to kids. There is a guy who you're working with, a designer who, I don't know, was a devil worshiper with some of the things. What did you find? What would you say back to some of those criticisms?
Well, I think you and I both know those weren't true.
There
is
it is.
address the issue.
Oh, boy.
We can't combat each and every statement that's being made and do the right thing for our team, take the learning as we go forward. But it was a difficult time. But in the environment, we said, look, let's focus on de-escalating the issue, taking care of our team, celebrating the moment, and take the learning as we go forward. And we talked during a recent earnings call. We'll manage these moments very differently. These heritage moments, whether it's Pride or Hispanic heritage or Black history, we'll time them differently.
Okay. So much bullshit in that interview and that comment.
Yeah, the timing was the problem.
Correct.
Are you kidding me? And that he's trying to say that Pride is our heritage? As
The pendulum's
it is
swinging back hard. The pendulum's swinging back hard.
with
I mean, like,
African American and Latino heritage? And yes, they did. They did target young kids.
Oh, they certainly
that's
did.
my
I saw
issue.
it with my own eyes.
Me too.
That's
Me too.
the issue.
Yeah.
They targeted young kids
They absolutely.
As a matter of fact, Will almost bought one of those.
to wear himself.
He sure did.
Will, the lead singer of Platinum Rock
Yeah,
Legends,
to strap-
an adult, not a
to
child.
strap that thing back.
And the devil worshiping thing from the designer was proven as well.
Yeah, that was true as well.
Right. Everything.
It was a
that-
transgender designer as
Right.
well.
You know what
Yes.
it was? It was the same thing that Anheuser-Busch went through, Budweiser. They went through this thing where if you want to be funded, and I don't know if it's through JP Morgan, I don't know if it's through Chase Bank, I don't know where it comes from. You want to get
BlackRock
funded.
was involved as
BlackRock, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get funded, you're going to put out some gay pride stuff and have fun with it. And they did that because they want to get funded.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's what it is.
And
if
gay
you
pride
want to
stuff, fine,
Is
but
that
don't
ESG?
target the kids.
ESG, correct.
ESG.
If you want to get funded, you're going to put this Mulvaney kid on and you're going to give him a couple beers to throw out there in
He,
social
she.
media. And I guarantee you, the ESG stuff has destroyed more brands over the last
Yes.
3 years
Boom.
It's
than
part of the goal.
anything else has. You know?
Target suffered, and that's why they put it in the back of the store because people stopped
Period.
buying.
Yes.
Because you do have buying power with your dollars, even if it's being stuffed down your throat and your kids are being, quote, targeted, you can have something to say about it so that it happens less and less because it's not going to stop.
No pun intended.
And you know,
Stop.
another thing is a company. So when you go into the boardroom, they go, all right, we got to figure out who is our target demo this year
Mhm.
and who are we going after. If you look at transgender and even gay rights and that kind of people, it's literally 0.00 whatever
Mhm.
of their core demo. Yet they're giving 90% of the caps, the shelving caps,
Yes.
the end caps to that group. Well, what's the reason of that? It makes no financial sense. It doesn't make business sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. It just shows the ESG things, like you just said,
Mhm.
that look, we're on it.
And
We're there.
Here's another fun fact about Target. If you go in there,
Yeah.
you know how like you go into a department store and
Yes.
you see men's, women's, children,
Mhm,
boys, girls, you know, they don't have anything labeling. There's no men's section. There's no women's section.
Yeah, I noticed that.
All just mixed together.
Yeah. It is all mixed together. And you're right. The
And
ESG
it's not
scores-
clearly.
Wait a minute, I don't
labeled.
understand what
It's
you
not
just said.
clear- It's not.
So if I
clearly
want to
labeled.
find a pair of tennis shoes for guys, I have to go through like it's a rummage sale.
Yeah, you have to pretty much just search. You have to look at the pictures and find out who looks closest to the gender that you are.
Because it's not labeled
that can't be
men.
accurate.
I'm telling you.
There is
That's bad
some.
business.
There
That's
is.
bad
There
business.
is no clear label saying men's. Like if you go to Kohl's, there's a sign hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. And what store is this?
This is Target.
Okay, I got to go check this out.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of those. I don't know if it's in every Target, but I've seen pictures and gone to one of the stores. It wasn't here in St. Charles County, but I went into a St. Louis one and there was nothing marked.
Yeah.
We have always promoted on this show, Cancerless, be who you are. Say what you want to say. I mean, yeah, if you say something or if you go do something, yeah, you may face some blowback, but you're allowed to at least say it and do it on this show. The problem that we've had is when kids have been involved, when you've gone after kids in any sort of way, leave the damn kids alone. If you do whatever you want when you're 18, you leave the kids alone. Don't.
Yeah, and like being gay doesn't make you like immune from criticism. Like,
No.
I mean, it's like, it's like, oh, like you can't just like have like a ban from making fun of like a certain group of people. That just proves they're not equal in your eyes, you know. Like I'm like,
Yes,
if you have to
yes.
stick up for these people, they must not be equal to you, you know.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
walk around with an LGBTQ shirt.
I
and
have
you're
enough
you're-
gay
you've
friends.
got enough armor.
I have enough gay friends to where I've been friends with them for many years who look at this transgender stuff like, this is nuts. This is stupid. These
Yeah,
are
that's-
guys, these are
your gay friends.
these are
right?
gay
Yeah.
people that are in
Well, George from
in-
Michigan came on the show and ripped it all.
they're in committed relationships. They're insanely productive in their communities, and they all are like, this is dumb. I don't know what is even going on here. They're exploiting something that is not to be exploited. You know, it's like, so this is not just conservative Karens from the Midwest
Mhm.
getting pissed off about this. This is everybody in a society that's like, enough is enough. Really, enough is enough. You know, so
Aaron, this is interesting. Aaron says, I think that's all fake news with Target because my beef with Target is they have plus size for women, but no big and tall for men.
wait a minute.
That's a lot of places, though.
They have
Yeah.
plus size for women,
That's true. That's
but no
true.
big and tall for men. That's a
Right.
double standard.
That's right. Well, you white men, you don't have any say.
Well,
What
this
sucks-
coming from somebody who is almost 500 pounds, there's a lot of places that will sell like maternity and plus size women clothes, but men are not allowed.
Well, what sucks about Target is they're the bougie Walmart.
That's exactly right.
And now I can't go to Target no more.
I know.
Now
What
I
do you-
got to go back to Walmart where
what-
everybody dresses
When
in
are
their
you
pajamas.
gonna make your when are you gonna make your t-shirt?
What t-shirt?
From bouge to hooge?
From bouge to hooge. Yeah, that would be me. right
Or it could have been from hooge to bouge,
Yeah.
whichever way you're headed in life.
there. You're going in one of the directions, that's for sure.
That's right.
Cancel this from bouge to hooge.
Yeah. Why can't we just all be sane anyway?
It is. We're living in such a twilight zone
It is.
reality.
Is it fun for you? Is it I have to ask the question. I do feel like we're going through a black hole or some kind of
Right.
weird thing.
Yeah.
Is it fun? Would you rather be passed away back in the 1800s where you would never have to see what's going on right now? Or are you having fun being part of the spectator class? Because you're not involved.
Right.
You're not
right.
doing it. But are you having fun being on the sidelines watching it all happen?
It depends on the day because sometimes I do find it quite humorous. I look at these people like complete morons.
Mhm.
I know I don't want to live back in the day there was not air conditioning. So, I mean, so you guys asked me earlier, Vice, it's air conditioning. So I don't want to live back there where there was no air conditioning.
What?
But
I'm with her.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
yeah,
you. I'm feeling
yeah.
you. Trust me.
But I do like watching the idiots of the world and calling them out like,
Yeah.
you're an idiot. Because in the 80s, when Eric and I went to high school together, yeah, there was a few idiots, but I don't remember just walking around and seeing just a bunch of flat out obvious idiots
Yeah.
like we do today.
Yeah.
It's a whole generation of
I mean, think about it. You're the big political skirmish back then would have been W. Bush
yeah.
versus Clinton. And you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
now think
yeah, yeah.
everything in the news cycle now is so minute and so amazing. Everything is amazing right now as far as news goes.
Yes. It's oh my gosh, breaking news.
Yes. I mean, this Perry thing, what's his name? The Friends guy,
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry. Now you guys just told me he's completely vaxxed.
Yeah.
And you don't think
I'm proud.
that might have had something to do with him laying in a hot tub?
Yeah, I think it does.
Well, we know.
Right.
yeah.
Seriously.
That was the implication.
His
Seriously.
heart was already compromised from years
Of drug use.
decades of
Cocaine.
drug use and
Correct.
cocaine.
And he was just
alcohol.
playing pickleball, Eric. He was playing pickleball, and then he gets in a hot
Yeah.
tub, and that's bad enough. And then you got all this drug abuse, and then he was vaxxed. You have to look at the whole picture.
Hey, by the way, Anthony, if you want to have your fourth joint of the morning, you could light up right now. It's,
Yeah,
all,
no.
it's all good, man.
You might have to after listening
We're
to
not-
all of us.
We're not regulated by the FCC.
Dude, just
That's
have
so
at
cool.
it, man. It's a free for all Friday, man. That's what we do. Besides, I'd like to see one of the sizes of the joints that you're down in. That'd be kind of funny.
He's
Another-
living vicariously through you, Anthony.
That's
I'm
all right.
inside right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
or I would,
exactly. Tell me how it
You're
feels.
not allowed to smoke inside?
I'm allowed to. I don't want to. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
got
See,
it.
I
that's
don't
cool.
blame you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
he's so cool, isn't he? He's great.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on. This is a good show. Like, it's cool just kind of like watching it live while I'm on it too. It's kind of just fun, man. I'm a fan of podcasts, so it's cool being a part of this. And like,
Did you see? We have a bunch of you guys, you famous podcasters, come on here. Did you see Kelly Mano on stage with Kiss?
Yeah.
We had her on last Friday.
No, but did you see the video? She drank
Yes.
Gene Simmons's blood.
We
Yeah.
showed it on
I
the
was not
show
here when you did that.
because you didn't come last
Well,
Friday.
there you go. There you are.
Well,
There.
see,
that was my
I
first concert.
tried.
Kiss.
We were actually surprised you didn't come because
I was
that
sick. I was
oh,
legitimately
okay.
sick. I was sick. I didn't want to give you guys COVID
Yeah.
or whatever I had. So
Yeah, I mean, we cried. If you go back and watch it,
I'm
you'll
sure.
see that I was literally sitting here with tissues all over.
you
the
were
place.
crying because Kelly got to go on stage with Kiss and I didn't. I was too.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
say that was your
Yeah.
first concert, Anthony?
Yeah, in 6th grade. My Kiss was my first concert.
Oh,
Mine
so
too.
cool. So
1980.
That was your first. God, that's crazy. That's
1980, the Dynasty tour. The Booyah.
That's what
That's
happens
awesome.
when you have a band that's been around for 50 years.
But she got to go and hang
Fair,
out.
though. That's awesome.
It's one thing to meet Gene Simmons and go, "How you doing?" They want an autograph. Boom. It's another thing to drink his blood.
Yeah.
And I,
I
just
wouldn't
said
drink
that.
anyone's blood, probably. You know.
No, I know.
she said it was
Unless it was
sweet.
unless
She said
green
it was a
from,
it was a sweet tasting mixture, is what it was.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was sweet. It was some sort of like sugar water
Yeah.
with some sort of
That's
texturized.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
That's just a nuts thing to say. Like it tastes like iced tea. I don't know. It's-
fake blood
like, what
is
a
made.
crazy thing to say. Like blood should taste bad to everybody.
I mean,
Right?
most bass techs, when you show up, they're tuning your strings, they're doing this, making sure you're working. This bass tech has to make fake blood.
Fake
Yeah.
blood.
It's made from cornstarch or
like Carrie blood, that blood and Carrie.
Yeah. The blood was very- yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so we saw her come on. She did that. So it was
Someone
cool.
says he eats pineapple. That's hilarious.
And you know what? I was really sad Eric wasn't here because she brought kitty cats too. We had 3 kitty cats going all in the
Oh.
studio.
Yeah, we tried to give away some cats last week.
Yeah.
I wonder if she still has those cats. I don't
Beet
know.
juice.
It was Barbie and Ken.
Oh, but see, here's the thing. Troy says I canceled Kiss because Gene is a woke liberal who
No,
hates
he's not.
Trump.
No, I thought
He's
see,
not. He's
see, I
not
thought
at
he
all.
wasn't.
I
I thought
didn't-
there was a time he was a liberal, but then he shifted to the right. Am I
No.
wrong about
yeah.
that?
I
No,
thought
he's-
I thought Gene and Trump were friends.
Yeah, I thought they were.
So
too.
Gene came out and he's like, look, I don't want to get COVID because I'm old and I'm dying. So go get vaccinated. So he's a vaxxer, dude.
Oh, okay.
He is a
okay.
vaxxer. I
But
don't
he's
think
also
You can be conservative and be a vaxxer.
you
I
cannot
know it's weird, but yes, you can.
you cannot be that entrepreneurial and be a liberal. It's impossible.
Right.
That's
You
true.
can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And he is super entrepreneurial. He wants low taxes. He wants a fiscally responsible government. He's
Troy swears that he's against Trump, but what I
I've
don't
not
know.
seen that, but I'm not saying that he's wrong. I agree with you, Erica, on that. If you're a true entrepreneur and you really understand economics and you understand how to run a business, you absolutely cannot be
Can't.
left.
Can't
You
do it.
can't. You can be a faker
Yeah.
and pretend for ESG scores and
Mhm.
stuff, but you cannot be for capitalism and be a liberal.
no,
Just can't.
no.
Can't do it.
If ESG is your game, your part of your profit center now is how you're funded.
Correct.
And you have to give up the other part of the money
Mhm.
because what you'll lose to be in this ESG game. So I don't think Kiss is any way, shape, or form liberals. They're definitely not Ben and Jerry's. Okay.
Right. Oh,
I
yeah.
bet-
Ben and Jerry's. Oh, my gosh. Ben
I
and
bet there's
Jerry's.
a lot of liberals that just pretend to believe the rhetoric just so they don't get fired. Like, it
I
seems
think
like
that there's a lot of liberals that believe the rhetoric because they like the lifestyle.
that's
don't
true,
like the
too. There's
crime.
all that.
They don't like the crime, and they don't like the, maybe they don't have kids, so they're not so worried about the transgender in schools thing. But there's a lot of liberals that dig that elitist attitude in the middle of these urban areas. They just do.
Hey, I got to ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Derek, who does all of our merchandise, has a serious question. How would you spell bouge and hooge?
Could not tell you.
You'll have to look that up. We'll see.
Is bouge B-O-O-J and
It's
hooge
B-O-U-J.
Yeah, I think it is.
B-O-U-J.
Bouge de hooge.
I like that.
I like that
Bouge.
too.
Yeah.
He's going to make Eric a shirt.
Yeah, bougie de hoogie.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, write that on there. Bougie to hoogie.
I like that better.
I do too. Bougie to hoogie.
So in Seattle, there were these jerks that were like, they're metrosexuals. You know what a metrosexual is?
I do now.
They it's like guys that print more than chicks do, and they have the nice cars.
And they wear lotion.
Yeah. And they would go to this.
You said they wear
And
lotion.
they have
Yeah.
Oh,
they have
definitely.
a man purse.
definitely. And they would go to these little martini
What
bars.
the hell?
Martini bars where they have microbrews.
There's nothing wrong with lotion.
No, there's nothing
I'm not
wrong
saying
with
I'm
Yeah,
lotion.
but it has to smell good.
So Vic is kind of metro a little bit.
Oh God, you think? Anyway,
Super Metro, yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
these.
everybody here says he's Metro. You're Metro. Just bring your man person and it'll be fine.
Well, I think he wants to give up the reins of the metrosexualness.
Okay.
It's
He calls-
it's his vice.
He
Anyway,
calls his purse his gym bag.
it's his vice. Yeah. Anyway,
That's awesome.
so the way that the dudes in Seattle would pick up chicks, this is a true story, is they would throw their car keys on the bar to let the girls know what they were driving outside.
Was that like the 80s?
No, this was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
That sounds like Napoli.
and that's bouge. That's bouge.
That sounds like Napoli now.
So,
Okay.
your biggest decision of the day is what flavored martini were you going to have
So if
at the martini bar?
So if it was a Ford Pinto, the girl wasn't going to go.
Well, no, you're not bougie if you have a Ford Pinto.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Got it. I get it now.
You need to be having, some kind of Aston Martin or a
Right.
BMW or something that's
Got
going to attract the chicks.
You don't have to have that to pick up the chicks.
Well, you do if
Well,
you're
not
really
you,
bougie.
but a lot of the other guys.
You need to have something else.
Yeah,
Yeah, like balls.
that's right.
Balls. Balls.
Yeah. So booze to who?
Oh my
And
God.
now if you got an F-150 and it's dirty, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's funny you brought up Seattle. Jeff Bezos is moving from Seattle. Just came out this morning.
You're lying.
Nope. Bezos
really?
says, screw you, Seattle.
No, you're lying.
Okay,
no.
I'll give you three choices.
What's he going to do with that ridiculous
Hold on,
building?
Hold on. I'll give you and Lizzie three choices without looking it up
All
and
right.
without looking at the chat line
Okay.
of all the places in
Cleveland.
America that he could move to. Now, he has a new girlfriend.
Okay.
Where is Jeff Bezos moving?
East Coast. I'm going to say Connecticut somewhere. Connecticut?
Great guys.
And where was he at first?
He was
he's
in
moved-
Seattle.
Seattle,
That's like
okay.
he made all of his money. The
And where
birth,
is he
the
going
birthplace
now?
of Amazon.
I went to that old ass. They used to be in a medical facility, in a medical building in Seattle, Washington, and that was like they owned.
Bezos is only 59 too.
He's
by the
moving to
way.
Dallas, Texas, right?
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Okay, let me give you a hint. If you're living on water, you're always going to want to be around water.
Maine.
Oh.
You just are.
Maine.
Florida. Boca Raton.
You're getting warmer.
Hawaii.
Palm Springs.
Guys, you guys totally blew this.
No.
Miami.
Welcome
South
to
Carolina.
Miami.
South Carolina.
Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
They're going to Miami?
Miami.
Is that
Of
where he's
course.
going?
Yes.
He's such a little playboy, isn't he?
Hell yeah, he is. Why wouldn't you? I thought that would have
But
been
you know,
obvious.
not just any part in Miami. He's moving to South Beach. That's where he's moving.
So what is he going to do with that $1 billion building that they made up in Seattle?
Let the homeless
Did
live
you
in
see
it, I
that
guess, huh?
piece of crap?
Yeah,
It's-
Anthony said going to live with the homeless. Tell us, Anthony.
Do a homeless shelter, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, it's a parting gift.
He actually, okay.
Parking gift.
That's exactly right. Oh my gosh, that is sick.
No, I had no idea. Bezos, he grew up in Miami. Had no idea. So he's going back to Miami.
So the headquarters of Amazon is going to be in Miami.
It doesn't say that. I think it's going to continue to be in Seattle. He's just moving.
Oh,
Okay, well, he can do
okay.
that. That's a non.
This also gives him an opportunity to work more and be more closely associated with his space exploration company, which is Blue.
Oh, that makes
Yeah, yeah. Boeing moved out of Seattle too. Their
And-
headquarters moved to Chicago.
And I'm sure it has nothing to do with his girlfriend loving Miami and the warmth of Miami.
Right. Why would you?
When you get with a woman, the woman
quality of
starts to
life.
make all the calls. She may not look at first.
That's true.
She may be quiet at first, but eventually, women have this innate power. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's
No,
just
but you're not wrong.
that eventually they will take over. They'll
Whack off your penis. Now you have a vagina. Well, that's why we can, we have the power.
So Bezos's girl may have wanted to be in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami.
I'm cool with that.
I could think of
Yeah.
worse places.
Have you heard of any celebrity saying, "Yeah, I got to move back to St. Louis"?
We don't have that many that have come from here.
This is a historic town.
That's the key.
Yeah.
History.
This has got
my
great.
St. Louis is all about history.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? What was the guy's name that was on Roseanne?
John
Bronx?
Goodman.
Yeah, didn't he move back to Afton?
He's one
John
of those.
Goodman?
Yeah, he's a
John
token
Goodman,
guy.
yeah.
He's a token guy. He comes in and plays around at the O'Brien's.
Well, that's what John Hamm does too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Cedric the
token
Entertainer.
dude. Yeah, see, it's like when I moved to Anchorage, they said once you move here, you'll always want to come back. And St. Louis is more like once you move away from here, you'll never want to come back.
Terry says, "Hey Vic, we women just know what's better for you guys."
That's exactly right.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly right. You know what? I could tell you guys exactly what to do today. You won't listen.
Eric, are your
but I'd
women
probably
telling
be
you what to
right.
do now?
Oh, I got stories.
Yeah, he's got stories.
I
got
got some stories. Guy like me can't live the way that I would want to live. I mean, I guess I'm just such an oddball. I just, it's women, they do have a way.
Anthony, you
of
listen to
getting
your lady?
involved.
We do. have a lot
I'm
of
married,
jobs.
yeah, no, but I think we both tell each other what to do. It's situational. I'm kind of a hard person.
Yeah.
I'm
How
kind of a
long
hard
have you been
person to tell
married?
to.
How long
Uh,
have you been married?
2 years. I've been with her 8 years.
Okay.
We've been married 2 years. Yeah,
How's that going?
great. I made a great decision. I feel like.
Did you?
Yay, that's good.
Did you?
Glad to hear that.
Aw, that's
Especially
so
if she's
nice.
watching. It was the best decision of
That's
my life
right.
if she's watching. I'm just
Now you
joking.
have a
But no,
vagina.
I do
you
enjoy
ever
it though.
sit back in a nice, cold, dark room at the house and go, "What the hell was I thinking?" Do you ever?
No.
Don't lie. I know
My
she's not
wife's
watching
super
right now.
chill. No, my wife's super chill. Like, I mean, I don't have to. A
Does
lot of
she
my
smoke
friends
with you?
I can't say that on this, but
Yeah, you can. Who cares?
Podcast.
St. Louis,
What do you
nobody
mean you
gives a
can't
damn.
say
Well, maybe
that?
because her
Nobody
mom's
gives a
listening,
shit.
and her
That's
mom
so
doesn't
funny.
want her to know.
oh, it is legal now. Yes. So yes, no, she's a teacher. I forgot. No, so it is legal. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
But,
okay. I
but,
get it.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
I'm trying not to get everybody canceled like Vic
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
So do you guys have any fighting? Is there any fighting in the house?
About dumb stuff, about art, basically. Like, she thinks Rothko's a good painter, when all he did is like paint like a canvas one color. And I'm like, that's not art. And she's like, no, it is art because we argue about crazy stuff like that. Like,
If you're fighting about art, that's a pretty damn good thing.
That is a good thing.
If
I
you're
got very
talking about
lucky.
art, abstract versus classical, I mean, then you're doing pretty good.
I'd say I got very lucky. And then I see a lot of people complain about marriage. I see a lot of that, but I believe I'm Christian. I believe in it, and then I'm in it forever. So
Nice.
I think I made a good decision. And I think like
Nice.
That
not a lot
is
of people
beautiful,
would say.
Anthony. I love that.
Hey, when is your podcast again? Let everybody know when they can catch you throughout the week.
Every Tuesday at 8:30 on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble, the Anthony Rogers Show, and then you can Google it and watch past episodes. I have hundreds of episodes, like Tommy Chong, Carol Baskin, a bunch of Roger Stone, a bunch of people.
Carol Baskin.
You just threw me with
just hear
Carol
it with
Baskin.
Carol Baskin. For
You
some
never know
reason,
you never know who people are into. So I just named like 3 people.
I love it.
Where's the body?
I actually got sucked up into that show.
How
and I
could
wasn't
you not get sucked into that show?
But I did.
If you watch one episode, you're in.
You get sucked in. I watched the whole
She
thing.
was one of the most famous people on the planet when I interviewed her, and it's a really weird feeling. It was just like the energy of that, because that was like one of the most watched shows during COVID. I had about a year after that aired, and it was still like one of the. It was the energy that was weird because you just feel that that's one of the most famous people on the planet you're talking to. It's just weird. Like, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you. And this sounds like kind of a silly question, but somebody's asking you a question right now. Would you shave your beard for life if you could have a lifetime of weed at no cost?
I'll probably never cut my hair or beard again. Like Leviticus says, you're not supposed to trim the sides of your hair or beard, anything, Like, but I think, and weed's also really cheap,
And he's sponsored. So
Yeah, I'm getting paid to smoke weed right now. So,
And what high school? Everybody kept asking.
Oh,
what
I hate
high
that
school?
about
I
St.
know,
Louis.
I know,
That's okay.
but it has to be
It's
asked.
us. That's what we have. We have Toasted
Zumwalt.
Ravioli in high schools.
That's right. So where'd you go to high school?
Fort Zumwalt. I went to Fort Zumwalt North and Fort Zumwalt West.
Yeah.
So he really is an O'Fallon dude.
For whatever
love it.
reason,
too.
Alexander McCarthy wanted us to tell you that he said hello if you know who that guy
Yeah, I
is.
do know him. That's awesome. I haven't talked to him in years. Yeah, but I do know him. Yeah, that's awesome.
He does some of our marketing.
We try to talk to him as little as possible.
Yeah. Because usually when we're talking to him, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We've done.
Well,
some
last time
stuff.
I saw him at we were at some bar in in Shaw, like right on the end of Shaw on the Hill. I forgot what that place is called. Like it's like a fish tank like stage there, and like the guy, I was at some having drinks with him, and like the owner of that place is like trying to get me to like pay his bills or something. He's like, hey man, like you want a Venmo for all this stuff here? I'm like, what? It was just like a weird experience. I remember that happening. The owner was just like trying to like panhandling to me or something. I'm like, it's just weird.
That's interesting.
That
That's
was a weird feeling. I don't know. That was weird.
Anthony, hey dude, thanks again. We love you. We'll bring you back in if you want to do it. Tuesday
I
nights,
appreciate it.
the Anthony Rogers Show. You can catch him every Tuesdays, 8:30 on all of those platforms.
I'm so glad he was on.
Anything else you want to say before we let you go today, man?
Well, no, thanks for having me on. If you guys want to, we return the favors, come on some Tuesday and we could talk about whatever we want to talk
Hell
about.
yeah. I'm in.
Let's
I'm
do
in.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Cool.
I don't know if it would work with all of us together, but if it did,
Why not?
great. I would love all of us together. If it had to be individual, we could do that as well. You tell us. What
Yeah,
works
which
for
one do you like better?
And how would that
I
work?
prefer everybody. I prefer everybody.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
if
cool
you
to
had
have
to
like a.
choose one of us, who would
You
it
better
be?
say Eric. Just say Eric. Prefers Eric.
We're gonna have a
Eric's everybody's
problem if you
favorite.
don't say Eric.
I'm not picking this right now because I feel like it's gonna be a problem no matter who I pick. So we're gonna have all of you on that. We should just call it cancel this show. We should just have a cancel this show episode. And have you guys
Let's
on or
do
something
it.
like that.
Let's
Cancel
do
this
it.
podcast.
How would
Don't
you-
be afraid.
How would you do that from a tech standpoint?
Exactly like you're doing it right
Yeah,
now.
just this. Yeah, the same
Just
thing.
this.
We're doing right
Booyah.
now.
The same thing.
You could send us live links, or we'd have to be in a studio at two.
I
at
just
Tuesday night.
StreamYard. It's StreamYard
StreamYard.
instead of and like
So you
look,
do it with
I'm
your
really
phone
illusion
or
right now. I
laptop.
just have a green screen
Yeah.
behind me. It's a really
Stream-
illusion, you know.
StreamYard's very
Oh no,
simple.
I like that. Pop that back up again, and it gives
Dude.
people an
That's
idea.
really cool.
It's
I
the
love
illusion,
it.
yeah. It's
I
just
love
what we're
it.
doing. But
Yeah.
you guys have a real
I
studio, so
like
you don't have
that.
to do that.
I
You
like
guys don't
that
have-
color. That color made me feel happy.
It
Yeah,
is
that is a happy
turquoise is
color.
turquoise is a frequency of love. It's weird you said that. No, it
It
like,
is.
Like,
It
yeah,
is.
It's a
turquoise
frequency
is
of love.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
That's why we tried to do the blue here. It's kind of
Yeah.
like
Ours is more demonic, though.
it's not,
Yours looks like a show. Mine's situationally a show.
it's
I
not
mean, you guys have a legit
red.
stage.
It's
and everything.
more the demonic
Right,
color.
right. Okay, well.
Like
Oh,
Biden
right.
at that speech.
Yeah.
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 Very, very
I
good.
don't
But
know.
you
For
know, from
bringing
here on
this
out,
show down.
Anthony, it's really okay to say Eric's your favorite. He's
No,
everybody's favorite.
I just want him to choose who's who.
Okay, just
of
choose.
the three. You know.
Okay, choose
Out of
Anthony.
us, for me.
Yeah. That's the best answer.
That's my favorite comedian back here doing a show right here.
Oh, I love it.
You know what? I'm going to give you this parting thing. If you have a family and there's three little kids, at least three little kids in it,
Yeah.
all you have to do to screw with their brain for the next 10 years is go, man, there are two really good looking kids in this room. I'm not playing with you. And then one ugly one. And then they will always want to know which one's the ugly one.
One. I love that. And you could say that about here too. There's a couple of
Hey, real quick, Anthony, one of the quick balls. Aunt Margie wants to know if you still have your tour, if you have your bus. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I have a school bus. I turned into an RV. I just did a 20-state comedy tour with this
Mm-hmm.
summer, and I'm so sick of doing comedy now. But yeah, no, I have a bus. So yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
really a cool bus.
yeah, I hate paying bills, so I just live in a bus.
Yeah. Down by the river.
A bluebird.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bus
I
down
love-
by the river.
I love making
funny.
money. I hate spending it. It's this weird thing I have, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everybody can relate to that, I think, these days.
All right.
Especially.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Rogers. So Tuesday nights, 8:30. We appreciate you, man. Have an awesome
guys.
weekend.
Yeah.
We'll stay in touch. All right, buddy?
Yeah, you too. Good seeing you, Eric, and good
Thanks,
to meet you,
man.
Vic. And thank you, Lizzie, for this. I appreciate all of you, and I wish you continued success, and thank you for having me on here.
That's
All right.
awesome.
And
There
we
you
can't
go.
wait to be on
Anthony
your show. We're
Rogers.
excited about it.
We'll get in touch with that. We'll let people know.
Yeah, for sure.
New
Yeah,
friend,
we
definitely.
got to do that. His show. If you guys really, any of you listeners have not
Mm-hmm.
seen it, it's really funny. I mean, it's really funny, and he's got some really odd guests, and you can see he leans to the right like we all do here. So it's really a good thing.
It's like my son. He never listens to radio, but he is insanely into talk podcast.
Yeah, but he's super intelligent as well.
Don't ever say that again. No,
Don't
he
ever
is.
say
He is
that
super.
again.
He
intelligent.
got it from
Yeah.
his mother.
Yes, that's right, and the looks. But that's how the Gen Z millennials are. They're like radio. What?
Hey, by
Yeah.
the way, Eric,
Yeah,
I'm
my kids
told
don't
that the
listen to
blue behind me
Yes.
is turquoise. That this is turquoise.
Yours, yeah, you know it is. Like here in the studio, you guys, it's blue like the one behind me.
It didn't used to be. It used to be.
But
more-
on
I don't know. It
but on
comes up.
camera, it is turquoise.
On camera,
Mm-hmm.
there's a corrective thing on your camera that changes it to.
I would have to say it's more of a cobalt blue, but what do I know?
In the
Okay.
studio, it's cobalt blue, but if you look at
Yeah.
the laptop in
It's
front of you,
cobalt
Eric,
blue.
it
Yeah,
looks
look at
it
the
looks
laptop.
like
Oh,
turquoise.
definitely there.
Yeah.
For
Can
sure.
we keep it on the laptop that makes it cobalt blue and doesn't turn it turquoise?
There is an auto white balance on that camera that you cannot shut off for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It looks good. I mean, no one hates turquoise. It reminds me of the rings we used to buy from the Southwest. Remember those?
Yeah, I do.
They were made in silver. Yeah, all
Mhm.
silver rings with a turquoise little stone in it. You remember those?
I do remember.
No.
those.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
You
No
didn't
idea
have
what
one? They're great.
Dude, I wore one ring my entire life for about 16 years, and that was it. And
you-
it
yeah,
wasn't
you
a
don't
Dun
have-
turquoise.
dun dun.
It was a wedding ring.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, I'm not
Sorry
a
to
ring
hear.
guy. I've never been a ring guy or a chain guy.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that was you kind of your chain guy, ring guy,
No, I was an earring guy.
hairy chest,
Yeah.
earring.
I was an earring cat.
I'm a watch guy.
You're a watch guy. Yeah, well, there you go.
Watch guy.
A watch guy. You always know what time it is. You
Yeah.
have no excuse. You have a watch on.
Yeah, I'm more of a Ben Gay dude right now.
A Ben Gay, right? Ben
A lot
Gay.
of pain.
Focus
Yeah.
on gay.
I like the smell of Ben Gay.
Yeah, it does smell
Oh,
good.
dear God,
It
here
I
we
does
go.
smell
do.
good.
I do like the smell of Ben Gay.
That's what the guy that she used to date back in high school, by the way.
Oh.
His
my
name was
God.
Ben Gay.
Hi, David.
You just said you like the smell of Ben Gay.
I do. I do.
What the?
It
hell?
reminds me of in my youth when I used to run and be fast, and then I would put it on.
Yes.
I don't wear it now, but I probably should.
Yeah.
It's probably now when I need it.
Icy hot doesn't
Ben
suck.
Gay reminds me of my youth.
Of my youth, yes. Ben Gay reminds me of my.
Oh my
youth.
God, we just moved into a bunch of geriatrics all of a sudden, didn't we? It's the geriatric show. Yes, I like the Ben Gay smell in the morning, much more than the coffee smell with the decaf.
I'm still stunned. I'm still stunned. I went Ben Gay. You like? I was
I
like,
got
oh
some
my God.
Kilpofonique for my legs.
That parking lot over there used to be an orange grove.
I used to I don't prefer the Ben Gay over the icy hot. Anyway, sorry. It's just the geriatric show brought to you by Del Mar Gardens.
Eric and PLR will be playing there this weekend.
At Del Mar
PLR is
Gardens.
what you clean your shower with. PRL.
PRL.
Come on, man.
I've mispronounced it too.
Hey,
PRL will be at Del Mar
where
Gardens.
where will PRL be this weekend?
We will be on our couches because half the band's in Jamaica right now.
Okay,
Oh.
you didn't take the Jamaica trip.
Why didn't you?
It's hurtful.
Is
It's
it
hurtful.
Because it's hurtful.
Yeah.
It's hurtful.
I'm here
Yeah.
doing this.
That's right. It's because this is
There.
much
We
more fun
twisted
than
your arm.
Jamaica.
Yeah, they're in Jamaica. Now we haven't heard from them since they've been there. We're not sure they're still with us, but we'll find out later today.
Oh, how fun.
Well, that does it for us in today. Eric, it's been great. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
Love to
Yeah.
get you here all the time.
Oh.
Wait, what is Alex? We must fight big tech sponsorship. But where's that coming from?
I guess because we went Del Mar.
It's a huge help for our algorithm. Alex, like the episode here.
Oh, here we go.
Guys, please like the episode before it ends. Please, please, please. We have tons of people that watch and listen. If you can like it, it helps the algorithm because we have been told that, yes, we're not getting pushed out as much as we should because of some topics that we discuss. So we love you guys. Thank you. There you go, Eric.
Yeah.
There you go, Alex. For Pro Joe, for Eric Johnson, EJ, Lizzie Sparks, Balls. I'm Vic Faust.
Balls. Have a weekend full of balls, everybody.